Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Nini, back with another reading. This gonna be an all signs reading. We're gonna be asking about career. We're gonna be asking about your money. What's going on? Should I even asked about career? Should I have just asked about the money? Or do people even care about the career? Like, do you care about the actual career? Like how your coworkers view you, how your boss views you? Like, do you care? You know what I mean? Do you care how maybe customers view you, clients view you? Like, does that matter? We're going backwards today. Yeah. What's up with y'all? All right. So, yeah. You said, what's up? I'm on time this time. Yes, you is, Kilo. Thanks for being here. You want the money, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe I should just said money reading. You know what I mean? Like, where's the money? But then, like, you have to have relationships with people. And you know what's even funnier? What's up, D Goddess? You know what's even funnier, though? Is I mean maybe because people don't really realize like tarot could be read multiple ways. Even if we're doing a love reading, it could be about your career. You know what I mean? Like the other day I shared this reading with my homeboy because he was he had bought a reading but he wanted it on his career, and I was like, I know I says love in this actual like reading that I'm talking about, but it's the career. If you just listen and just take away the part that I said love, you'll hear career. It's, nothing changes there. We just I mean, sometimes the words do change things. You know what I mean? That is it. But your career is your life. It's no different than a general read. All right. But anyway, I'm here to do the work, and it's no worries, no biggie. So let's just start. We're just going to get started because I fed the dog, and I know eventually he's going to want to use the bathroom. So we're going backwards. Pisces. What's up, C Mac? All right. So Pisces. Let's see predictions for your career. Let's look at the prediction first. About the career. So Gemini. So you guys gonna be learning something new in there. You guys could be doing a lot more socializing. We got faded, which could mean that you guys are faded to be learning maybe skills, abilities, talents from this job. Like this job may be pivotal in like other parts of your life. So it may be useful for you to like maybe learn bigger lessons at hand because of this. But you'll also recognize little nuances that you can use in your everyday life from the career. So this may be a career where you guys are actually going to be moving up soon, or it's going to help you guys get closer to whatever life goals you guys have. So this could be like maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe you meet the right contacts. Because Gemini is about socializing, networking, kind of like Aquarius energy, but Gemini is more of like the social, witty, fun, curious, willing to learn. So that was what we got going on so far for your career. So this would be a career where it has more of like a learning curve to it. So the better you get over time, the more you pay attention to details, the more you pay attention to maybe routine schedules, the smaller things that everybody kind of like overlooks, or the more that you get into like really learning the job itself. You know what I mean? And maybe learning how like I would say to apply it to like rational or logical situations, the better you'll be in it. So you need to understand certain aspects about the job that others don't, is what I'm saying. Gemini, anytime you have Gemini in any area, any space, it means that you're good at something. You're great at something. You're like well versed or super knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable. You'll have more information than the people who are there. Is what I mean. So like people who could be managers, bosses, authority figures. If you learn enough and like really be into like being a student of the job and learning it from the ground up, or just understanding like why it works the way it works, the processes and all that stuff, then you'll have a lot more influence in the career. All right, so that's pretend like you're fated to be in that. So you guys are probably going to learn how to maybe run the business or like be up in a higher authority in this job. All right. So let me see what's upcoming in your career. What's upcoming? Seven of Wands. All right, so you guys will be standing out soon in your career. This could also be you guys could be like beating other options or beating out other employees, or if you're like a boss, then this could be also like people are conforming to the way you want stuff done. So people may be putting in a lot more energy, a lot more effort if you have like people working under you, then it would be that. But also, you guys may be having people who are looking to like get your information or get your knowledge or need maybe your assistance. Maybe they need to learn from you in some way or something like that. All right. You guys are learning how to communicate with people though. So that's going to be a skill set. That's going to be a big skill set. Nine of Cups. Oh, okay. So you guys are gonna have more material success from this job. All right. It may after a while, like for the work that you do though, after a while it may not never feel like enough, is what I am saying. So like while you may be better than like let's say maybe 90% of the people that are at your job, it may you may not really feel like you're being treated the way you want to, or you may not feel like it's emotionally fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like it may feel like I don't know. Sometimes it could be like your coworkers are counting your blessings, or like other people in your career are counting your blessings. So you may be always having to like defend your position, or always having to defend your spot. It's like people. Eventually, you guys are gonna get so good that people are gonna be coming for your spot at the job. You know what I mean? So you may understand it so much that the people who have probably been there for a while, or people who are like seeing you feel like you're way more successful than they are, you know what I mean? Because you'll be standing out. You know what I mean? Or they'll feel like you're way more, I don't know, maybe advanced. Because Gemini is somebody who's more advanced in the situation. So they may be feeling like y'all are more advanced. Could be dealing with the Leo, could be dealing with the Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo. All right. So we got King of Cups too. So you guys may be into like a position of like teachers, leaders. You'll be in that position. We got the Hierophant, we got the King of Cups. So what's going to be happening is you guys are going to be getting an opportunity for y'all to become maybe more pivotal or more influential in the job. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys become a manager, a trainer. I don't know. You know what I mean? You become somebody. Okay, well there you go. Well there you go. Yeah, see, there you go. You become like you said, like a manager, a trainer, a mentor. You know what I mean? Some type of leader to people. You may become like the authority in some sense, where people learn from you how to do with the job itself. Like you may notice that like it becomes challenging because like you're always fighting on multiple fronts. Like people may be like, I don't know, it just seems like they're counting your blessings because maybe y'all have a lot more recognition. That might be part of like what it is, because the North Node could mean that you're fated to be in a position that like moves you ahead in life. You know, it's challenging, but it's like you're getting outside your comfort zone. You may be encouraging people in your environment or your in your career to get outside their comfort zone. All right, like this job that you guys are in. I guess at this moment, I'm assuming, because I don't see like it's a new job. But if it is a new job, then you guys would be in it'd be a different position that adds more prominence to you. Because the King of Cups could be a job that's a gift out of nowhere because it's coming from the sky. And in this deck, the card is coming from the sky. So whenever it's coming from the sky, it's usually a gift from the universe, but it's just coming through the hand of somebody else. So you could be getting an opportunity from somebody who's already maybe in leadership position. So let's say that you're not the manager yet, you're not the owner yet, but you're standing out enough that like the bosses or the managers or higher ups want you to be in that position. So you could be like one of those people who are very good at your job, and the people who are already in authority kind of know that you could be in their position, maybe even better than them in their position. You get what I'm saying? So they could kind of like be counting like your successes, watching you win. And at the same time, you may feel like you're not doing enough because they may be trying to beat you down to keep you guys from like climbing or keep you guys from getting up. You know what I mean? So like they may kind of like frown their face up at y'all. Yeah, you guys are very intimidating at the job. You guys got a lot of influence or a lot of like power over like or authority like status. You know what I mean? You're admired, you're respected. You know what I mean? People don't really want to try your skills, or people don't really want to try you. They feel like you're very knowledgeable. So as far as your career, you guys should be leveling up soon. You know what I mean? And it may be something that somebody was hesitating in giving you because the person that's giving it to you may be afraid that you'll take their job. That's really what's going on happen right here. So you know what I mean? They're not really inspired to really want to give you the opportunity, but it almost feels like they're pressured, you know what I mean? Because maybe other people are saying like, you see how good, you know what I mean? Pisces is doing this. You need to get Pisces a spot. Or like, let's say it's another business that like, if they were to work with you, then like, okay, if they collab with you or work with you, they know that you would be like hitting or, you know what I mean? Like people don't kind of want to, they don't really want you to have a spot, but you have it already. You have it already. So that's where the issue will be coming. So once some of y'all start growing or becoming bigger, you're going to recognize that people are maybe like trying to beat you down or trying to like, I'm going to say compete with y'all. You know what I mean? But y'all be standing out though. So it's not really an issue. It's just that y'all stand out so much that people just start imagining like how well you're doing. And then that's where the hate really comes from. All right. So you know, they may watch you get promoted and then they be like, oh, I know she getting that money now. Or I know they bought that. They just bought this or they bought that. So like they'll be watching some of your successes and like just counting those blessings. So, but anyway, yeah, I get you guys meeting new people, friends wise from the career. Like it's people that you'll meet that you're fated to meet that'll be pivotal players in your life. So like if you're in the career now, a career, I guess, or whatever you're doing now, there's gonna be important people to meet in there. So, you know what I mean? You're gonna learn a lot from them. And this is like, I'm not gonna say, some of y'all, maybe you're calling, because North Node means it's your calling, but it could just mean like maybe right now you're called to do this. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all could be even spiritual work because of the King of Cups and the Hierophant. I was trying to look over the obvious, but I'm just going to say it out there. And because of the North Node and I just said calling, I kind of got to say that. All right. So could be dealing with a Gemini, could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer. All right. And I said Gemini? I did. Okay. Cool. All right. You said my overall goal is to be a teacher. Yep, they stressing for nothing. Well, you know what I mean? In their mind, you could probably do so much more. So it's like, man, you're pretty gifted. You're talented. I don't know. Good evening there, SK. All right, so Aquarius. Let's get to it. Yes, I've been watching for a while. I'm just so busy to catch them later. Just letting you know. Thank you so much, Sabrina. All right, so Aquarius. Let's look at your prediction for career. So again, you guys are gonna be getting a lot more attention in your career. Yeah, we got the Sun and we got Leo energy. Okay, so you're gonna notice that people are gonna be trying to win you guys over. Right now, you guys are sucking up the air in the room. All right, in some way. So this could be just like catching people's eye more. Maybe you guys are learning how to maybe be more charming and charismatic. Maybe you're learning how to be a little bit more outgoing. You know, maybe you're learning how to really express your personality or really show like more of your flair, more of your like mannerisms. So maybe some of that is like starting to show up. So people are finding you like as somebody who keeps their attention at the job. So I guess as far as as far as like the upcoming prediction, then it's just going to be that you guys maybe some of y'all could be in a more leadership position because the Sun is here, so that could be leadership. But if it's not necessarily leadership, you guys may be having a lot more command in the relationship because Leo in general, when they communicate, people usually listen to them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, this person's talking to me, and their tone. So people are probably falling in love with your like extroverted ways. So if you guys are starting to like maybe you guys are starting to like blossom at work now, where now people are starting to like get to know you more and they're like excited to see you and they're wanting to like gain your approval. They're wanting to be generous. That's what's coming for y'all. That's if it's not happening now, that's what's coming for y'all. Some of y'all is because of you guys are focusing on your health or focused on like your physical features, like you guys are presenting yourself different. So it could be like maybe you're wearing more colors, maybe you're feeling more like I don't know, because you know it's getting warmer, so maybe you're wearing dresses, skirts. If you're a man, maybe you got your shirt out a little bit, or you got arms showing, or it's like that. Like you're becoming a lot more appealing to the people at the job, and they're wanting to like get your approval. All right, they're having these loving feelings towards you, or just like enjoyment that you show up. All right, so what's upcoming in the careers? What's upcoming in the careers? So it could be a change, like you may do like a whole overhaul of like your maybe like your personality, like that's really what's going on. It's like a changing. So you may come off as like maybe more loving, more genuine, more open-hearted, more self-expressive. You know what I mean? Like it kind of feels like people feel like you're catering to them, so they're doing it back to you at the job. So I don't know. You're gonna be more proud of like your accomplishments at work too. So you'll just have a sense of pride for the job that you do, or for the sense of work you do. Maybe even for the way people are treating you, because like people are proud of you at the job. They are proud of you. Like you stand out. You know what I mean? You may be an overachiever because of the Leo energy, or you could just be like a natural leader to them. Like people just naturally want to follow you. People just naturally want to like be around, soak up your energy, soak up your space. You know, so that may be unusual to some of y'all because y'all are Aquariuses, and I know y'all be sometimey. But we do got some of you, if you do like social media or you do entertainment, you guys will be having a lot more followers, or more of like a, what do you call it? Like a, I almost wanted to say harem, but it's not harem. It's like a cult, like a cult-like presence. You guys have like a cult-like presence at the job where people are like super excited when you show up. Like they like fans. Like fans could be doing the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So people at your job are like fans to you guys. Like you really lighten up their day, or you really brighten up their day. So like work doesn't feel like work when you're there. You know what I mean? So like there's going to be a lot more enthusiastic about you. All right, Eight of Pentacles. So what's coming next is you guys not having to work as hard. You guys may be overworking right now, but you're not going to have to soon because people are going to be trying to win you over by being generous, by taking lead or taking action in situations. So you guys won't have to put as much effort in shortly. All right. So you guys be coming off like really bossy and like a show off. You know what I mean? So like you're really gonna be coming out as like theatrical, really over the top at some point. You know what I mean? So like I guess you guys are getting your confidence up at work now, especially if you do like entertainment or you even do what I do now. Like you're becoming more of like a show off or becoming like maybe more catchy. Maybe you guys have like phrases or you have like little sayings at work that people are gonna be like imitating. You know what I mean? So people are going to be trying to figure out more ways to spend time with y'all at work. So maybe your coworkers. Yeah, we got Queen of Pentacles. So people need y'all. People need y'all around there. Things don't go well when you're not there. You know what I mean? You maybe keep them up. Maybe you boost their confidence. Like that's what Leo does naturally. So even if you're not a Leo or have any like Leo placements that you're aware of, you're just boosting people's confidence when you're around. So they need you there to like put in the work or to like get things right. Like there's maybe people who maybe can't like I don't know. They can't go on without you in some way. You know what I mean? Like you become maybe a fixture in your career at some point. So you guys may be also learning different skill sets or learning how to apply some of the skills or the lessons that you've learned at the job. You guys may be keeping more of your like procedures or keeping more of your finance, maybe your financial records or keeping like your gains, your financial gains, or keeping more of like I almost want to say like the stuff that you've acquired to yourself. You know what I mean? So this could be like wisdom, knowledge, information. This could be like maybe like how you did what you did. You know what I mean? You guys may not be sharing your procedure or sharing like your like maybe all that you know. I get that. That's what it is. Like you're not going to be sharing like all that you know. You know what I mean? Because like people are going to need you. Yeah, King of Swords. So you guys are going to be more in leadership position. I'm telling y'all, you're going to be more in leadership position. People are going to need you like for like clarity, for information. They need you for the truth. They need you because you have more integrity maybe than everybody else, or you have like clear cut boundaries. You may be more clear cut and dry or more perceptive of like the problems. You understand more. That's what I will say. Could be with the Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini. So people, yeah, we got the lovers here. As far as your career, people are going to want to work with y'all. They're going to want to connect with y'all. And these could be people who feel like they missed out on an opportunity between y'all. Some of y'all because they felt inadequate. Like people may feel that way around you, but like when they're with you, they feel confident. So that's why people are going to need you guys around. Because like when you're here, I can do the work. I know what I'm doing. They feel confident in their abilities then. So that's why you guys are going to be getting like the approval of others. You guys may become a lot more popular, become a lot more seen, and it becomes like just naturally a lot more attractive where you just have this air or this flair for like being maybe more dynamic, for being maybe more exciting, for just being more maybe entertaining. You know what I mean? Just all of that. People are going to be, so this could be like more people. Like if you do social media, you can have more followers, more people like subscribing, more people liking, more people connecting to you. You're going to connect with a lot of soulmates because of the lovers here. But even at work, you're just going to have a closer bond and trust with the people that you work with. You know what I mean? So they'll be giving you little like hints, little like assist, helping you out, doing stuff just to kind of like show that they want to build trust or show that they want to build a connection with you. So if you guys are having like maybe feeling isolated or feeling left out or feeling like, nobody notices you or nobody cares about y'all, they do. Or they're fitting to. If they don't right now, they do. Some of y'all, like I said, it's because of your appearance. So maybe you've done something differently in your appearance or what, or maybe you just like started like really expressing your charisma, your charm, your flair, maybe becoming like more extroverted, then yeah, that's part of it. Like if you weren't much of a talker, then yeah, you know what I mean? If you weren't really socializing with coworkers or weren't really socializing, let's say with customers, you weren't really socializing with people, then yeah, you're going to be talking to a lot more of them and they're going to be connecting and feeling like they know you already or feeling like you guys have a real bond. You're going to be able to build like useful bonds in your career. All right. So that's what's coming next. All right. So that's why I say some of y'all may like feel like show offs and all that good shit because like people really fuck with you. You're going to see it. That's the difference. Like maybe at one time you guys thought, oh, they don't really like me like that. You're going to see it. People really fuck with y'all. They really feel drawn towards y'all. You're magnetized or you're having like a big sense of magnetism to you. So, all right. Could be dealing with Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Leo. All right. You guys will be able to have what you want, if I'm really being honest, or ask for what you want. You may be able to make demands and people just go for it because like people need you around. People want you around. You may notice that people are trying to be in y'all space a lot too. So like you guys will be having maybe have to speak up or set boundaries or just be clear and correct or clear and direct about what you expect at the job. Because like people want to please you, so this is a good time to like, you know, request shit. All right, Capricorn, what'd you say? He said, I've been fell back. They've been hurting ever since getting paid to watch you from the bedroom right now. And yes, all that. I'm with you. Pay me for this genius, funny personality. I'm with you. He said, did I already do everything? No, I didn't do that, Melissa. No, I'm with you all day long. Yeah. As soon as you're not around, they be like, oh my gosh, it's not the same. Chris is not here. All right. So anyway, Capricorn. All right. So what's up? What's the prediction for your career right now? Okay, we got discipline. All right, so this could be structure. We got the sun. So you guys are getting more. Either you guys are building a routine or structure, or you guys are going to be having a lot more demand over at the relation. I mean, at your job. Because I just read power, and then this Saturn also is. There was what was that? There was a. Saturn does something to people. It makes them mature. So you guys may be becoming a lot more like grounded in the I would say in the relationship. You may be becoming more grounded in your career. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe like becoming somebody who's like taking more seriously. Maybe you guys are taking your work a lot more seriously, but like enjoying it because the sun is with it. So the sun and Saturn together means that you guys have a lot more structure or a lot more focused passion, a lot more focused discipline. You know what I mean? So you guys may be creating maybe a schedule. Maybe you guys are showing up on work on time. Maybe you guys are maybe becoming more efficient at work. You guys could be, because we got the sun here and Saturn, this is an overachiever energy, all right? Because Capricorn energy is considered to be overachiever. So is Leo, so you can kind of flip flop, but we got both sides. So overachieving at work, you guys may be getting maybe recognized or noticed, maybe by leaders, teachers, bosses, people who are in higher authority at this moment are keeping their eyes on you guys. So your hard work is paying off because Saturn means that whatever hard work you put your time, your energy into, you get rewards for it. So if you guys are working hard at work, you're about to be rewarded for it. Otherwise, you guys are about to start getting more disciplined and then working to do that. You know what I mean? So if you guys are already in that discipline area where you guys are focused, maybe you have a routine, maybe you go to bed at a certain time. Maybe you like when you go into work, you maybe have like a checklist of stuff that you do. You get out, maybe you get all your duties done and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are showing up maybe optimistic, like creative, confident. You guys are finding ways to make the like hard things fun. So maybe like the hardest part of the job, you're finding fun ways to, or creative ways to like explore it or creative ways to express it or creative ways to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you do, but like I was thinking of like, you know how you be in the office and maybe you got like paperwork you gotta do. Maybe you guys are making paper airplanes and flying into each other or some shit. I'm just giving you an example. You may not really do that because these may be official documents, but I'm just saying like you guys may be finding more creative or fun ways to like enjoy the job. Like it may be hard, it may be difficult, but it's gonna be very rewarding for whatever you're getting from it. All right. Sometimes with the Saturn energy, it could be that you guys are liking the reputation, liking the status of the job. So the job may be like maybe increasing your status, your public reputation. Maybe it's getting you more attention. You know what I mean? Like there's good stuff in it. Like it could be draining or it could be stressful because Saturn could be hard. It's a trial. It's like at first, like sometimes it's like it takes a little while for you guys to like catch on, or for it takes a little while for you guys to finally like blossom in the job or the career. But it's starting to get there now. So now it's like you guys are starting to see maybe the fruits of your labor, or starting to see that all the time and the effort that you put in was not for naught. You know what I mean? It's for a reason. So you guys maybe saying maybe having more energy or just like becoming, oh, there we go. High priestess. So what's up and coming? Being highly knowledgeable or having a lot more in depth. Also having special privileges. Special privileges, being treated totally different than everybody else around you guys. You guys have a lot more information or have a lot more understanding of the job. You could be put into a position where you guys are maybe being a leader, a boss, a manager, because Saturn is that. They're a teacher, but they're also a boss. They're also in charge. So they're like the big boss. So you guys could be coming into maybe a big boss soon, or going into like more of like a management leadership position in whatever way it is. Even if you don't become a manager, actually, people will be taking your actions seriously or taking your work seriously. You know what I mean? So maybe like if you do public speaking, or you do sales, or you do anything, whatever you do, if you're a teacher, if you're, I don't know, fucking janitor, people respect you. Like people ain't gonna just throw up on the floor because you the janitor. They're gonna throw up in a trash can. You got a lot of respect in your career, so you're gonna be having that and being treated in a higher regard. All right, like people look at it. So at this point, because the high priestess showed up, People are looking at you guys as very knowledgeable, possibly somebody who's untouchable at the job. So you may be like having, like I said, these special privileges where you can come and go as you please, be over here, be over there, be on your phone. You know what I mean? Take time off when you want. Like you guys may be very untouchable at the job. All right. But also being held in high regard though and respected. So you guys are getting acknowledgement and you guys are getting some type of stability. Oh, you guys got to offer. So people at your job, coworkers, or most likely coworkers because of the Knight of Pentacles, most likely coworkers are gonna be trying to make up with y'all or trying to create deals or trying to like negotiate, maybe even try to like bond with you guys. So these could be people who you had like maybe like they treated you wrong in the past, or they were like worried about their like maybe they were worried more about their reputation at the job because like people may be like using you as like credibility. People may be using you guys as credibility because of the way that everybody is like perceiving you guys, or the way you're being carried, or the way you guys are being treated. So you may also notice that people are being a lot more like reliable. They're like showing up a lot more trustworthy. If it's like past coworkers who didn't want to work or didn't want to help you or weren't really like an asset, like maybe you were doing all the work and they were just like observing and maybe like, taking credit for it, then they're going to show up and start being a lot more helpful, a lot more reliable. They're going to try to make up for like the past wrongdoings they may have done to you if they did something wrong to you. Because we got Three of Swords here too with the Justice in reverse. So this could just be like slow, gradually. They're going to be trying to like make up to you, or gradually try to become friends, or gradually try to like present opportunities to try to make better of whatever went wrong with y'all in those connections. It's at work though, because people are now starting to respect you. You know what I mean? So like people are going to be trying to earn your respect. That's what it is. At your job, coworkers are going to be trying to earn your respect. You know what I mean? Because they feel like you're somebody who's worthy of it, or somebody who's like very skilled at it or very knowledgeable at it, and like has maybe pull or has the potential to like make or break them in the career. You know what I mean? That might be what it is. People feel like you have like the ability to make or break them in somewhere in your job. So I don't know what you guys could do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys have the devil. They feel like so you guys are about to have either a lot of influence, a lot of control, a lot of like say so, and ability to kind of do what you want when you want at work. That's what's coming up for y'all. So you guys are probably so Saturn could be about setting roots or like putting like having like strong roots. So some of y'all are like finally really starting to like, because Capricorn in general and starting up with Saturn, it usually means it takes a while for you to kind of like get your footing right. But once you got your footing right, think of Saturn as mastery. So that's what they are. That people are viewing you at your job as like mastering it, or really having a lot of knowledge about it and understanding like the kind of like who I was saying. What was I saying that for Pisces? Like for Pisces, you know what I mean? Where you have a lot of knowledge about it. You're very like understanding of what's going on. You know what I mean? You may intuitively know to do stuff that other people don't know to do at the job. So you're being taken serious in that way. You know what I mean? You said they were worried, still in the credit. See how they got their ass, keep all the knowledge, and then start looking incompetent. That's how, listen, that's how they do it too, Ari Cap. Listen, Ari, they do it to me all the time. They was on at my other job. Like I worked at my little pizza job. I worked there for like maybe 2 months, right? For 2 months. And I worked there and I started off just being a delivery driver. And like within like 4 weeks, that first month, they was like, hey, you wanna be a manager here? Now I did want to be the manager, but like the manager, they were only gonna pay me 600, which was not no real money. Like nigga, I could make more than that doing the pizza delivery because I'm getting tips. Anytime I go talk to people, they're gonna tip me because I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna say your name. So if you guys do deliveries or you do sales, when you go to meet people, say their name. Say their name. Get their name off the slip. What's her name? Jan? Okay. Hey Jan, I hope you enjoy this pizza. Jan's about to tip me $5 to $7. And I got 30 of these. Maybe I get like 15. But still, that's $105 I made in tips, cash. So that's not taxed. Plus I make the hourly. You get me? So like, this is something that you guys are learning. You guys are probably becoming more aware of like your potential, becoming more aware of your ability, becoming more aware of like your, I guess maybe, I don't know. It's just a pattern that you guys are starting to get into. So you guys are starting to get into your groove now. That's what's happening. So you should probably be seeing a lot more like people trying to gain your approval, people feeling like, I don't know, I almost want to say threatened because of the Three of Swords and the Devil. They could be feeling threatened, intimidated. We got the Emperor behind it. People are feeling intimidated because of the influence, because of the power that you guys have over others, or just like the say-so that you have in the environment. So, all right. So it could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, and we do got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So let's see. Saggy. All right. So Sag. What's upcoming in your prediction first? Let's see what your prediction is with work first. You guys are about to have a partnership. I seen conjunction, so this could mean that you guys are coming together with somebody who's going to be increasing the quality of life at the job. You could be dealing with a Taurus, so there's somebody who's going to be teaching you guys. Maybe you guys are like starting to learn some of your limitations, starting to learn like what your strengths are. So you guys are maybe starting to like see your heart again, because we got Taurus here. What's going to be happening is you guys will be able to buy some luxuries soon. You guys will maybe feel like not as restricted financially. That's what I mean. You guys aren't going to be feeling as restricted financially. All right, because we got Chiron here, but then we got Taurus. Taurus has to do with more like a luxury lifestyle living. Has to also do with tending to your own garden or focusing on what matters most to you at the moment and taking practical or productive steps towards it. So you guys are becoming like maybe more steadfast and becoming a lot more practical about like your approaches. This could include, I think it's more about like your spending of money. You guys may be getting better at budgeting, better at managing, better at not living above your means. So that makes a difference in your career because then you don't have to work as hard. You ain't got to show up for that fucking overtime because you're not spending more than what you're making. You get me? Because that'd be a lot of people's issue. They be wanting like, I gotta do some overtime. Why? Why do you have to do overtime? How many fucking subscriptions you got? You got that new ass car and you still live in your apartments? Why didn't you even buy your car straight out? I ain't bashing nobody. I'm just saying, like, these are the things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just start getting the money and then start spending it as soon as you fucking get it. But you guys look like you guys are healing that. Healing your cash issues. You get what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. So you won't be having as many difficulties when it comes to like getting the stuff you need. Because that's what Taurus is really about. Getting like, we call them luxuries, but they could just be like necessities or human creature comforts, which is just like, maybe you're getting the fancier, maybe you're getting the 2-ply toilet paper opposed to the 1-ply toilet paper. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't even notice that that's a luxury because they got 1-ply toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? But when you've been getting Bounty or you've been getting Charmin or whatever else, you know what I mean? You'd be like, that's just toilet paper. Yeah, you've never had the low budget toilet paper. Now you guys can be getting more quality food or more quality stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Bree. I wasn't even shooting at you. My bad. I was just throwing it out there. Woo! You know how I do. You know what I mean? You throw that brick and it catch the wrong dog. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to hit you. My bad, fam. My bad. I wasn't shooting for you. I was trying to get the big one. All right, but anyway, so you guys be having a lot more peace at work too. You know what I mean? Like, you guys won't have to work as hard. Now, Taurus is a hard-working sign. You know what I mean? But like, you guys don't have to work as hard is what I'm saying. So you guys are healing that need to like try to overcompensate, to try to make up and try to live an extravagant or like expensive lifestyle. You guys will be able to, but like, you guys won't need that to feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't have to buy the latest, the newest, the biggest to feel like you're doing well financially. All right. So that's what's up. That's a prediction I got for y'all. All right. But anyway, let's see what's coming next though. What's upcoming? 7 of Swords. All right. 7 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Okay. So people are stealing your strategies at work, or they're just like seeing what you're doing at work and it's working, because you're going to be getting more rewards or more results for your positive work or for your productivity. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be seeing positive results for doing it. All right. Even if it takes a little bit, like, because Taurus usually takes a little while. Earth energy just takes a little while. But you guys are healing that need of maybe having to speed up with your finances or have abundance of money. You guys are like now becoming more patient and like only getting the stuff that really matters to you. You know what I mean? So people are maybe starting like, I would say starting to steal some of your ideas or like planning your strategies, whatever it is. So maybe people are like watching you and like intentionally trying not to like maybe acknowledge that they're seeing that this is working for you. So you may see people doing what you're doing because it works. Whatever you're doing is working. You know what I mean? So you may be getting out of this insecurity of feeling like your hard work isn't paying off or that you're working all for naught. Kind of like Capricorn. You guys are getting out of that energy of thinking like, damn, I've been putting all my time, my energy into this shit. Like, is it even going to do anything? You know what I mean? Like, I haven't progressed as fast as I would like to progress. You know what I mean? I got some stuff that's going well, but like, you know, so some of y'all may even be strategizing to leave the job, if I'm really being honest. Because some of y'all may be in a position where you may have saved up enough, because Taurus is good at like money management. You guys may be saving up enough where you guys may be like deciding to maybe go in another direction, taking your career aspirations and something else. You may just be looking for it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, some of the people that are there, your coworkers, are going to be like, they're basically stealing your way of doing stuff because they feel like it's giving them, they will give them a leg up. They really feel like they could do the job better than you. So imagine somebody stealing your special sauce at the job. You know what I mean? Like maybe you know how to talk to the, I don't know, let's say you work at a school and you know how to talk to the maintenance man, you know how to talk to the lunch lady to get her to give you pizza on Friday, or you know what I mean, or you know how to talk to whoever at the job. You know how to get what you need at the job. Other employees or other coworkers are watching that and wanting to take those moves and trying to use your strategies to try to get those same results. You know what I mean? They may not want to acknowledge y'all because these be people who probably pretend not to see y'all. Yeah, we got the judgment in reverse. We got the love. So we got the judgment in reverse, 10 of cups in reverse, and the sun. So the sun here always makes it pretty good anyway. So if you guys were going to be leaving, you guys are going to be leaving somewhere where you guys are going to feel a lot more appreciated, a lot more cared for, that it feels more like a team or feels more like like a unit. Like you guys may be changing, I'm not say changing environment, but you guys may like let go of, let's say, certain bonds that you had at the job. You know what I mean? Because you guys may be outshining these people. That might be what it really is. Like they may be talking about y'all behind y'all back because you guys are outshining them. We got the sun here. The sun is always about attention. It's always about being maybe even the source. So some of y'all may be like a source at the job, like maybe a source of happiness. People may really focus on y'all. You may notice that like people really are focusing on y'all. And like I said, you may see people are like doing whatever they see you do. So they may be like, this could be like them using your mannerisms, them using your slang. You know what I mean? You may like, maybe you have like a place that you park in the parking lot. Then they want to park there too. You know what I mean? Like people are like seeing that you have this little special way of doing stuff. And they're like, oh, I need to replicate that. I need that same success as that. Because you got people who are like unofficial fans. They don't like to like cheer you on. They don't like to cheer you on. You know what I mean? Because we got the judgment in reverse, and I got the 10 of cups in reverse. So at work, your coworkers don't genuinely like to cheer you on. They don't. I mean, they be happy that you be here, but like you maybe know too much, or you maybe like very like detail oriented, because the seven swords could be somebody who's ahead of everybody. They're like a steps ahead. So you may be steps ahead of everybody else. Already have plans, already kind of like laid stuff out. You know what I mean? Like I used to work at McDonald's, so like I would already know. Like when I come into my shift, I just set this up. Boop 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 boop. So like everything is gonna be easy. I ain't gotta fucking go from here to here to here. It's right here. Everything I need is right here. My whole life right here. So I don't never got to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? So you guys may be like proactive at the job, and people are watching that, paying attention to that, and wanting to steal that strategy or wanting to notice that, wanting to use that. You know what I mean? Because it looks good. It looks like you're getting good news to them. So yeah, I feel like you guys just be cutting off the connections at work because of maybe it's jealousy or envy around some of your like results, or some of your like, maybe you have luxuries that they thought. Maybe you bought a new car. Maybe you got a new apartment. Maybe you able to buy new clothes, because tourists could be like wearing clothes, or just stuff that like it's stuff that we consider luxury, but it's just like stuff that we may need. You just maybe bought quality clothing. You know what I mean? Like maybe you bought a new shorts, but these maybe they're Nike. You know what I mean? Like damn, you bought name brand sneaks or name brand, you know what I mean, shorts. You know what I mean? We work at a job. It's like, why are you wearing that? You know, he's like, you know, I'm comfortable in this. This is what I wanted to wear. You know what I'm saying? So like, people are like criticizing you guys, but like subtly. You know what I mean? Because they see it's working for you, but like this is something that they probably wouldn't have done had they not seen you do it. So you're gonna notice that. You're gonna notice that because of your results. All right. So and like I said, they're not gonna want to give you credit either. They're just gonna be stealing those ideas. It's gonna be stealing those little ways that you do it. You know what I mean? Taking those little moves that you do. If they hear you say something to somebody one time, they're gonna go say that too. You know what I mean? Like if you say something to the boss one day, you come up with a good excuse, like, hey, I had to do this, that, and the third, and you get away with it, they're gonna go do that shit too and fuck up the whole process. They're gonna fuck up the whole process. I'm telling you, that's what they're gonna do. These people are like because the people around you they're nearsighted. They don't have a big vision or a big, I don't know, they're not able to look forward in a way, is what I'm saying. Like they can't, I don't know, maybe they're not able to like catch up to like what the procedures are at the job or something like that. Because tourists can be somebody who's been there for the long haul. So you may have been at your job for a while. Like people around you can't keep up with that. That's what it is. They can't keep up with that. So like they have to like steal from you, or they have to like do what you do so that way they can stay relevant. Whatever this is for y'all, that's what it is. So you're being judged by your peers or your coworkers there because of your happiness, because of your successes, but they don't want to cheer you on. They don't want to praise you for it. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they feel like y'all don't deserve it, if I'm really being honest. Like they judge y'all. They kind of like critique y'all a lot. Like why they get that? Why does Sag get these opportunities? Why do people treat Sag like that? Why are people so happy when Sag shows up? You know what I mean? Like it's that. Like they kind of like despise you. All right. I know, right? That's kind of whack to even tell you that, but yeah, they kind of despise y'all because like everybody's just, like you're just like a ball of sunshine. All right. So we got Taurus, we got Aquarius, we got Aries, we got Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Libra, Cancer. What I will say though is that people do respect you at the job. So like that's what is coming. People will be respecting you. You guys will probably be teaching other people, like unintentionally teaching people. You know what I mean? Like they'll be following your lead, but like not saying that they're following your lead. So just keep doing what you're doing, but like you are in theory inspiring the people around you guys. You know what I mean? To like do what you do, to change their perspectives, to change their philosophies, or change their way of like seeing the job, or change their way of seeing themselves in the job. Like you could be a humbling experience for people. I kind of get that vibe too. Like maybe you aren't like all glitz and glam. Some of y'all may be, but maybe you're like you have like more like a realistic and relatable vibe that like can't be imitated. You know what I mean? And that might be what that might be the special sauce that everybody's trying to get. Like, you know what I mean? You're relatable. You know what I mean? Where people just can find little things that they like about you. You know what I mean? So all right, so yeah, we got Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Cancer. All right. Those could be people who are around you guys who feel like you don't care for them the way that everybody else they want. People want y'all to care for them too. Like people want your approval. You know what I mean? Like they feel insecure around y'all too. You know what I mean? So that might also be why they avoid like maybe giving you like credit for shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like they feel like you don't appreciate them or you're not as cherishing them, or they feel like maybe like the connection that they have with the people at work isn't as deep as it is with you. Like you may have a deeper bond, or like people are like more like fonder of you than they are with them. You know what I mean? So it's that. Like they don't treat Sag the way they treat me. Like they treat me like shit. They treat them like a stepchild. You know what I'm saying? Whole time they be treating y'all like the son. You know what I mean? So like you don't got to do the shit that everybody else got to do. Maybe you do it on your own will, but you don't got to. You know what I mean? So kind of like Capricorn, we would probably be great friends. All right. So anyway, banners. Let's see. Scorpio. Scorpio. You said they cannot want a Sag to care ever. I know. All right. So Scorpio. So let's see the prediction for your career. What we got? We got thoughts. All right. So we got Mercury. So communication. So it's also learning, research. So you guys may be doing a little bit more researching. Just could be studying, training. Oh, you guys about to have a partner who's going to be teaching you guys some maybe new tricks, some new skills. All right, because we got conjunction here. So this may even all right. So y'all are different. So I'm not well. Let me just not even look at that because that may not even happen for some of y'all. But some of y'all this may be like a taboo relationship where it kind of entails sex and or like attraction and like working together. Like they may be underlining like an underlining feeling of like maybe there being more. So you guys may have like a romance, like toxic romance at your job, but like they increase the quality of work or increase your quality of productivity at the job. If not that, then you guys are becoming a lot more empowered and able to do what you want to do. You guys may be learning like the little tricks or tips that you can kind of do, but it's going to come through another person though. So even if it's not romantic, which it shouldn't be because that's not what I was looking for, but like when it came out like this, it was giving me a vibe of like this maybe like a work affair. You know what I mean? But if not, you guys are having a lot more, like feeling a lot more empowered at work, feeling a lot more confident at work, able to kind of do what you want to do. You know what I mean? It may become intoxicating, like the amount of freedom that you're able to have at your job. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that you're able to say, the experiences you're able to have. Because we got Gemini here too. So it could be like short trips, maybe the stuff that you learn. Because like you're able to learn a lot. Some of y'all, you're learning stuff about like how to work with people, or you're learning like maybe how to work with like more influential people, or maybe you're attracting more influential people in that way. You guys may be able to like have it your way. I think that's what it really is in your career. You're gonna really be able to have it your way. You know what I mean? So like this may include like maybe doing things that like would normally be shunned by other people. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you do OnlyFans, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're a rapper, maybe you sell drugs, maybe you hustle. I don't know, whatever you do. You know what I mean? whatever you may be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you may feel empowered by it because you guys will be learning like how to even get what you need from like the interactions with other people. So some of y'all may be becoming better at sales or just better at like communicating what you desire, what you want at work. So this could be like maybe you're asking for a raise or promotion soon, or maybe you're just like becoming like more intense. And I remember I said that earlier in another reading with Scorpio where I'm like, y'all becoming loud. Now it's like you guys are becoming more intense at work. And it's like because you guys are really feeling in there, like you're in there now, like I'm in here, like you guys are like in your rare, in like a rare form, like I'm in here now. So now it's like nothing that nobody can do, nothing nobody can say. So maybe y'all went past like y'all I don't know, probationary period, or you're just coming into like a connection with somebody who's going to be working with you and making you feel like you can do anything, you can say anything, you know what I mean? So you could be dealing with a Virgo, could be with a Gemini, or it could be with a Scorpio. But I just know that different parts of yourself are about to be exposed. Thank you so much, Miss B. Different parts of yourself are about to be exposed through in your career. So this could be like, I don't know, maybe you guys cuss more, maybe you guys are maybe wearing more revealing clothes, maybe you guys are staying later on break. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like you're gonna be feeling a lot more empowered at work, and it's gonna be a lot more intensity, and you maybe like fall into temptation. That's why I say some of y'all it could be a fucking work, like a work thing. What do they call like a love affair job at your job? I don't want to say that, but it may be. All right, because you guys may be like being viewed as like a temptation, or being viewed as like somebody that people desire or have like hidden feelings and emotions you may bring up, maybe jealousy, anger, frustration, but at the same time people want you around. You know what I mean? So like you invoke a lot of emotions in people, or you will. You know what I mean? Like so, like when you're around, there's like you may feel the vibe. Like there may be like a lot of chemistry with the people that you connect with. You know what I mean? They help you out. You help them out. You know they're very supportive. Maybe they take on your shifts. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. They just like people would be very supportive, and they're like you'll learn a lot too. So people are watching you a lot more. So if you do maybe social media, then people are going to be watching you a lot more. So views go up, or maybe comments, likes. All right. I did say you guys could be traveling more, so that might be it too. Yeah, we got the death here, so that's the end of how you viewed yourself at one time, or it's like an old version of yourself is being shedded. All right, yep. So you guys will be giving up on like situations that maybe were are in the past that maybe were a waste of time. So maybe other creative ventures, maybe another job, because it looks like you guys won't be looking for anything else. It looks like you guys may stick and stay with where you are. You know what I mean? Like you guys may not feel like you have to put as much effort in. I think that's what it really goes. Like you guys may end up having so much influence at the job that you don't have to put any real effort in. Now, at this point though, I will say this. Some people who are in authority at this point may be trying to sabotage y'all, or maybe trying to undermine y'all influence. You know what I mean? Like this sometimes can be like rumors, gossip, because Gemini can be chatty. So maybe this is something that they've heard y'all talk about. Like maybe they're like, maybe repeating what they've heard you say, or it's just like gossiping, saying little like small stuff to try to get under your skin or try to undermine your success and your evolution in the career. Like maybe you guys could be like mentioned for, let's say, a different position, and people could see that you're I'm gonna say destined for it, but that's not usually what it means. But death could mean that it's like something that's impactful in your life. So let's say they know that you could be destined for it, and know that you could be like on their way to that. Like you're evolving into this bigger, more influential person. Like maybe you understand, maybe you're getting new key codes at the job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get a new level of like security at the job. It's that people may try to undermine you guys to kind of keep you guys from becoming this version that they see you becoming. Like you're becoming more empowered, more confident. Like you'll be able to express the side of yourself that you maybe was suppressed anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like I normally wouldn't have acted like this, but like at work, I'm at work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you sleep on the job or whatever. Maybe you're drinking at the job, and they just like, that's Scorpio. We fuck with Scorpio. You know what I mean? Ah, you're cool. You know what I mean? So it could be that, but it's also people are watching you guys a lot more in general at the job. So, maybe they're just finding you more appealing, or they're just like wanting to like make sure that the job is easy for y'all. Some of y'all think it's because they find you to be attractive. I think that's really what it's boiling down to. So if you're looking appealing at the job, they just want it to be easy for you. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to put up much effort. You don't have to put up much fight. You don't have to do a whole lot. You don't even got to be as like skilled. Nine of Pentacles. So you guys are inheriting some type of success or inheriting some type of influence at your job. Just be aware of like the people who you may be taking this influence from, because they may be the ones that try to undermine you. Like they could be looking for a weak spot within y'all right now, or looking for something that like would give them the upper hand in a situation. Because you guys look like you're doing very well by yourselves, or looking like like things are working well in your favor at this moment. We got Nine of Pentacles here, which usually influence or inheritance. So if you, and the death could also be that too, because that's also an exchange of power, money, resources, you know what I mean, insurance, inheritance, or whatever like that. So there could be that. This could be somebody trying to undermine you because they see that you guys are about to be financially stable or doing well off. You know what I mean? So they may be trying to interfere. Could be a mother. Yeah, queen. People are counting your own monies. People be so they're because we got Seven of Pentacles in reverse and a King of Pentacles. So people may be trying to steal from y'all or trying to like borrow and then not pay back because they look like you're doing very well. So that's what you need to know in your career, that people may be seeing that you've changed or evolved and not no longer the same person that you used to be. So maybe you guys are getting, like, let's say, inheritances, properties, maybe stocks, bonds, loans. You know what I mean? Just maybe you're having like an abundance of money or just looking like you can do this on your own. You know what I mean? Because it does look like you guys will be able to be self-sufficient, self-sustainable, and not needing of a partner financially. All right. So that might be also it too. I don't know if that has to do anything with the relationship, but this could also mean that maybe your part like this may not have to do with your career, but maybe it does. Because maybe if your finances are getting better, then your relationship life is also getting better. You know what I mean? Where now people are really tempted to try to like build real bonds with you guys because the Knight of Pentacles is also a perfect bachelor or bachelorette. So you may be looking maybe more attractive now to partners who want to suit you guys and who want to stay in your life for a long period of time. You may now be a temptation because of that. Because some of y'all may be getting into like the millionaire status. Because the death is like a big influence. So I don't know how I could like make it simple, but whatever. You know what I mean? You guys may be having a lot more influence in that way financially. So it could be through a joint endeavor, which could be like we work together with another client, another partner, another coworker, and they share their influence with me, or they share their information, they share their knowledge, they show me a little nuances about the job, and I'm able to like flip it and work it in my favor. That, you know what I mean? So and it could even be the same employee or the same coworker that helps you could be the one that undermines you. You get what I'm saying? So be aware of that. Like some of y'all may even keep some of your stuff secret, like your money moves, maybe the money that you made, the progress that you made, or like the money you've saved, or like the experiences you've had. Keep those to yourself. Like the stuff that you're able to buy, or the stuff that you're able to obtain, don't tell nobody. I know I've said this to y'all before. I know I've said this to y'all before. I know it. I said this maybe like months ago. But anyway, you're going to do what you want to do because we got King of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys could be overspending, spending up a lot of money, and people are probably keeping tabs of what you're buying, what you're spending, noticing it. They may want you to buy them stuff. Oh, you got money to get that. Buy me this. And that might be also why you guys may be having like romantic partners, or people are feeling obsessive or feeling drawn towards you guys at work, but in a romantic light. You know what I mean? Because like maybe you're a trick daddy or a trick mama, or you know what I mean, or something like that, or like you come for the money. So it may be that, I don't know, but they're counting your money, so you need to know that. Could be a Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio. Yep. Yep. So you guys will be free to, again, like, who was that like? Oh, like Capricorn. So maybe, yeah. So like you guys will be free to kind of like do as you please. You know what I mean? You can just act bad, just show your ass. You know what I mean? And people will just love it. So yeah, they do be pocket watching. That's just how it be, though. You know what I mean? So they may be trying to slow y'all money out. That's what it was. All right. So let's look at your prediction for career. Taboo. All right. So again, you guys will be able to do what you want to do unexpectedly. So unexpectedly, you guys are gonna be able to get some of your desires met, or get like something that you really wanted at the job to happen unexpectedly. This could be like maybe like something wild just happens. Is what I'm really trying to get to. So I don't know what it may be. It just may be something wild at first. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys are like a little uncomfortable with the job at one time, or something that you guys were uncomfortable doing at the job. You guys aren't going to feel that way anymore. Instead, it's going to turn into like a power, or feel like something that allows you to feel more empowered, feel more confident doing it. You know what I mean? So you may be getting a lot more comfortable at the job, where now, you know, I don't know what you do, but let's say that you start, I don't know, say that you, because I know somebody that does work at like at somebody else's house. So let's say that you go to that house, now you start cooking your own meals at your house, or you start like washing your clothes at that person's house, or you know what I mean? Like you start just kind of doing what you want to do. Like you have that potential at your job to just do what you want to do at this point. So you guys will be feeling empowered, maybe being unpredictable, you know, and maybe being like, I don't know, not erratic, but just kind of like just doing what you want to do. So you're gonna feel more comfortable doing that. All right. Also, I've seen people maybe wanting to use you guys for clout at your job. I just read clout hungry. So people maybe wanting to use y'all for clout at the job, which could just be like maybe wanting to hang around you because maybe like, you know, maybe the men's or the women's, or maybe you're very skilled. Maybe you understand a lot. Maybe you're able to do what you want, like, because it gives like a sense of independence. So now some of y'all, this could always, sometimes it can also be like you guys are breaking free of the job. Like maybe you guys are like feeling empowered enough to leave the job, because that's also possible too. You know what I mean? But it also sometimes could be like you guys are doing something at the job that may be like normally frowned upon, but you're able to get away with it. You know what I mean? Your way of doing it is like you're able to do it. It's taboo technically. So it could be like some type of, I don't know, you're doing something that's unusual at the job, or something that maybe like I said, could be frowned on, like I don't know, like you know what I mean, like sleeping on a job, or smoking on a job, drinking on a job, taking job supplies home and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be something that people were like, oh man, don't do that. But like it's actually empowering for y'all. So a lot of significant events are going to be happening at y'all job too. So I got to start here. So this could be like a renewal. This could be like a wish come true. It's something that you guys have desired, because I said that way earlier. So it could be, I say you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Or it could be a person bringing it. Some of y'all, you could be doing something different at your job. Maybe you're quitting your job, or you're just changing careers, because I got the Hierophant in reverse. Or you're just changing the way you, I said the way, changing the way you do your job. Like you may come off as maybe like non-traditional, or just coming off as like unorthodox. You may know stuff about the job that other people do not know, or you may be doing your job different. The job, like everybody may have the same job title, but you may be doing the job totally different. You know, you may be even like in a, like if it's not like a manager position, then you may be in like a leadership, but like a mentor position, where like people may take on your like your way of doing stuff. They may try to, I'm not gonna say emulate it, but like you are shaking things up in your career, or in your job, whatever you do. All right, so you may be, like I said, having a little bit more influence than what you're aware of at this time. You know what I mean? But soon you guys are just acting how you want to act. So what's coming next? Page of Swords. People are learning from y'all. I'm telling y'all, people are learning from y'all. People are learning from maybe your procedures. People are learning from like listening to you. They observe you guys a lot. You know what I mean? You guys are like unofficially teaching other people who probably have been at the job just as long as you, maybe not, if not longer, you know, or have been doing what you've been doing, if not longer. You may have different resources. You may have like a different air of like respectability. You know what I mean? Like maybe you don't even do the same job as everybody else, but like you have like an air of respectability that people want to like acknowledge. You know what I mean? You can be getting acknowledged for like not doing what everybody else does. You know what I mean? So I do get that happening here too. But also you guys could possibly be looking for a new job. Some of y'all could be, because the Hierophant's in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. So I gotta look at the obvious, which could be, like I said, some of y'all could be, Lilith can sometimes be like you're empowering in a situation, but it could also mean that it's creating destruction. So that way you can get realigned with where you want to be. So some of y'all, you either feeling more empowered in the job, and it's aligning to what you really want to happen. You get what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay, cool. It's finally starting to do what I wanted to do. That's good. And then others of you are like, well, it doesn't really agree with who I am at my core. So I'm going to quit this job, but I'm feeling empowered to do so. And either you're going to do stuff differently at the job. Like maybe you start rebelling. Maybe you start like saying stuff to like start picking issues, picking fights, or start like calling people out in a way, you know what I mean? Like maybe in subtle ways, you know what I mean? Like maybe you don't like the way they do, you know, I don't know, maybe you don't like how they serve fish on Tuesdays. You know, you may say something, maybe start putting in like recommendations, or start putting in complaints or something like that. You know what I mean? You may also have complaints on y'all. It might also be complaints, because people may be complaining or like criticizing you guys doing what you want to do. So that might be it too. Like people may be trying to start trouble in that light, where they're like being critical or very skeptical of you, or like just being nosy because like you're able to do what you want to do, and they don't like that. These are people who aren't really fond of you like having your own process or your own way of doing the job. You know what I mean? Like that's not how you do the job. For instance, there's somebody I know, and I fucks with her, but she does tarot, but she doesn't do tarot the way that you would do tarot. Like she just be doing anything and everything. You know what I mean? And it made me think about her at first, because like she just be doing anything and everything, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? She's still getting her pay. She's still getting her views. She just be doing whatever she want to do. And I'm like, man, that's, you know what I mean? That is impressive. That's impressive to me. You know what I mean? So I'm quite sure other people will see her doing it and then they'll start doing it too. You know what I mean? Like people are learning from her in some way unintentionally, and that's the same thing that's happening here. People are unintentionally learning from y'all. You know what I mean? And maybe like studying you guys. Yep, we got the moon here. Yeah, definitely, we got the moon here. So you guys have secret admirers at your job. A lot of people observe you guys in secret. So just maybe like I don't know if you do online stuff like I'm talking about with this girl, then people watch you guys from a fake account, their burner account. You know what I mean? And if it's like at work, these are people who watch you guys because they're confused about the job. They don't understand the job. You know what I mean? Like they don't know it as well as you do. So like, they kind of like copy what you do. So let's say that how would I explain that? Because I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 jobs in my life, and I never stayed at any of them for not even a year. So I have no idea like how to even like present a career reading to you, because to me, career is what I do every day. Regardless if I did tarot, regardless if I was delivering pizzas, I gotta make money. So my career is all day long, everywhere. I'm always at work, even when I'm asleep. You know what I mean? Because if you were to call me and say, "Hey, Noonie, I want to spend this 100 grand with you. I need to read it." I'm about to wake up. Hold up, nigga. You got 100 bands? Hold on, let me stretch. Let me get myself together, baby. Because that's how it would be. Because career for me is every day. It never stops. We're always at work. You know what I mean? Even when we're having fun, we're always at work. Because if they call me and say they need to spend the money, I might be free. You feel me? But anyway, we got Wheel of Fortune here. So this could be, some of y'all, this could be a windfall of money. This could be a lot of different interactions that are beneficial for y'all, where you guys are learning like maybe new procedures or new, I don't know, you guys are learning something new, a new skill set. You're learning something, you know what I mean? And it's going to make you feel a lot more empowered. Like, I got this, you know what I mean? Or you're going to learn information about maybe another job or another career or something like that. Somebody may be like giving you privy information because of Ace of Swords and the page in the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This could be a good opportunity that's being presented. Maybe it's a new contract. Maybe it's a new job opportunity, one that's like allows you to really do what you want to do. So some of y'all maybe maybe being indecisive about what you want to do. One day you may want to quit the job, then other times you're like, nah, but this job lets me do what I want to do. So I kind of get that vibe of like, you guys want to, but then you don't want to, but then you want to. You know what I mean? Like there's little stuff about the job you don't like, but then there's like the fact that you kind of can do what you want to do and you're empowered by it. Like it gives you your independence. Like maybe there's nobody over top of you. Like maybe you don't have a manager or a boss that be there. Like maybe you guys work night shift and you know how the big bosses don't be there at night. So you guys really can kind of like, maybe you could play music. Maybe we can go out on lunch and smoke. We can drink. We can eat pizza. We can order in and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it may be different at night or some shit like that. I don't know. It's like a different crowd maybe. Yeah, I kind of get you guys maybe working overnight more because I got 9 of Swords and I got the moon. I get you guys maybe like changing shifts or like maybe doing something differently. You know what I mean? Catching the attention of other people too that have been like around for a while. I don't know how that has to do with anything. So maybe this could be like managers, bosses, or maybe it's like customers that have been around for a while. They're starting to like take notice to you guys. So yeah. All right. So it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio. I said Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? I did. Okay. All right. You said who's already married? Tired working overnight, but it's so laid back. Exactly. That's what people want. You might be on to something. Who's married? When I'm near some energy, I'll hit it 2K on it for you a bit. Hey, Trevor, I'm gonna need you to start like fucking putting them tickets in for me. Trevor, you know what I'm saying? You need to start putting them put them tickets in for me. We need to hit them together. What gas station you be going to? Where you be playing these scratch offs at? We need to go together. Me and you. I know we'll hit it rich. We'll knock them down. Every week we go up in there. 10 bands, 20 bands, 30 bands, 100 bands. You know what I'm saying? Something. We're going to hit them. You said, help me invest. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm with you. You got to tell me which one you be going to. We're going to go 2 men together. We're going to clear them all out. All right. So, Virgo, let's look at your prediction for your career first. You can teach it? Well, teach it then. You got an Instagram? Teach it then. I gamble a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? Like I usually do football. All right. So in your career, people are going to be liking y'all a lot more. Also, you guys could be becoming a lot more respected at your job because we got Venus and we got Gemini, which just means that you're going to be a lot more sociably like accepted at your job. So people will find you to be maybe like pleasant to look at. a pleasure to hear from. You know, you may be saying pleasing things to the ear to people. They may like socializing with you. They may be sharing a little bits of information with you, soon. So people may be also looking out for you a lot more, or just being like generous with you. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say that they want to please you, but they really want to gain your approval. They respect y'all. They have like a sense of like, we're glad you're around. Appreciation for you. Ah, that's what it is. Appreciation. You also may be inspiring a lot of people at your job as well. Um, so you guys maybe like this may be helping you guys become social more. Like maybe you're starting to socialize more with your coworkers, or starting to socialize more with like people in general. Like maybe so some of y'all may do like where you have to communicate with people. You know what I mean? Like you guys may be starting to analyze, or like, yeah, analyze relationships, or analyze your relationships with people in general, at large. So like your interactions with people, the way they talk to you, the way they carry themselves. You may start becoming a lot more perceptive with the way that people are presenting themselves to you. Like people who are presenting themselves with like their best face forward now at the job. You know what I mean? They love you. They got love for you. Genuine love and concern for you, or genuine love, care, and concern for y'all. All right, we said we just did Employee of the Month and Appreciation Week, and last Friday was Casual Friday again. Oh, okay. See, yeah. You know what I mean? So it's your appearance too, because Venus is here. So people find you have a lot of sex appeal. They like your aesthetic. They like the way you dress. They also like the way you guys talk. You guys, they like always curious about you guys. So these are people who are always looking for y'all. They're curious about like what you guys be doing. So maybe you're making friends with coworkers or people who want to like connect with you guys. You're gonna notice that they're doing a lot more talking, maybe flirting, because of that Libra energy. I mean, because of the Venus energy. It does make you more like appealing to talk to, or just pleasant. It makes your interactions with people pleasant. Even if it's not romantic, it just means that people are just gentle with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't want to be mean. They don't want to be rude. They try to keep the peace around you. You know what I mean? Like, people try to make it easy on you. So that's what's coming up for your job. People are going to try to make it easy on y'all while you're either learning the job, or while you're like learning, maybe going through training, or while you're like maybe just doing the job. They're gonna be trying to like socialize, to kind of like connect with you. You're gonna notice that more people are connecting with you. Like if you do social media, this will be more people liking you, finding you to be like pleasant. You know what I mean? Or like their vibe. They're like, oh, this is my vibe. I like this person. You know, I like your aesthetic. Maybe they like the way you dress. Maybe they like your appearance. Maybe they like the way you talk. Um, you know what I mean? They like the way maybe like they like socializing with you or connecting with you. Like you're just gonna notice that people want to connect with you a lot at the job or at your career, whatever you do. All right. So you may be coming off a lot more easygoing and like very quick witted. You know what I mean? Like you may have a lot of conversations where it's just kind of like witty banter a lot. Like people just kind of want, maybe they want to pick your brain, because Gemini could be that too. You guys are also becoming a lot more knowledgeable at the job. So you're starting to really realize like what it takes to do the job, because we got the Three of Pentacles. So that means that you guys are being more productive. Could be done with the Capricorn. All right. So you guys are, okay. So you guys are getting out of that anxious energy. That's what it is. You guys are getting out of that anxious energy and starting to feel more comfortable. You know, maybe communicating, talking to people at the job, talking to people who be around. You know what I mean? They're connecting with you. They're feeling more comfortable with you. So it's all of that. What'd y'all say? I do not like social media communications. I'm too private due to toxic behaviors. Oh, there's more to it, but that's just a opinion. Probably a no. It's like no. It's $100 or more. $100? That ain't bad. $100 ain't bad to hit them on 1,000. I'd have gave up 100 for 1,000. That's a deal. All right, so we got 10 of Cups, y'all. So if you do social media, it's gonna be more followers. If you do like a self, what do you call it? Like a, if you do like a independent work where you like maybe you have your own business, then you'll be having more customers. You know what I mean? But like if you do, like I said, social media, 10 of Cups is using more followers, a larger following. All right. But it just means that people are just finding you appealing, and they want to be around you. They want to be in your energy. They want to share in space with you. All right. So it could be a Pisces, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus. All right. So some of y'all also going back to like past projects that y'all wanted to do in career, or going back to like maybe a past job at one time, or going back to like past people that you guys used to be cool with, or that you guys used to hang around with at one time. So it's just the people that's been lingering around y'all for a while, because they got 8 of Cups here. But in terms of like when it comes to career, it would just be like there's things that are unfinished. So you guys may be constantly adding finishing touches to it. Maybe you're learning a little bit more, and then you add more to it. Like, you know, the job itself maybe continually keeps growing, or continually like shows you something new, or because Gemini is curious, they can learn from the same thing. They just like they get bored very easily, but they can also look at the same thing and then see something totally different about it, and then get like re-energized from it all over again. So that might be what's going on at the work, where it's like at first, you know, maybe it drags a little bit at first, And then after a while, you start seeing little things about it that you like, and you start learning little things, a little like tweaks. And then the next thing you know, hey Tiffy, and then the next thing you know, you're like, oh wait, well, let me go back to this because you know what? I see something different about that now. I realize something about that. Or I learned something about that. So now I'm about to go back and I'm about to go like handle this that I needed to handle. So you guys could be like finishing maybe unleft projects or just like finishing up unfinished work. You may have it, so there may be like maybe I don't know, maybe you have like unfinished work at the job that you need to do, but you will do it. You know what I mean? So you guys will be going back to projects that you should have finished, or going back to work that you should have finished, but this time with more information and this time with maybe like more of a plan. You know what I mean? Or just time with like more maybe supportive, helpful people. Because that Three of Pentacles was there earlier, which means that they're supportive people. So that's Capricorn energy. It's Capricorn and Mars. So that's the meaning that you guys are becoming a lot more persistent, that you guys are becoming a lot more reliable, you guys are becoming a lot more productive, a lot more assertive, a lot more aggressive, a lot more determined. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening in your career. And yeah, we got lovers here. I mean, we got the Empress here. You're being treated in high regard here. People are going to be generous with y'all. Or people are going to be appreciative of y'all. It's giving off that what they call it, like a savior vibe. Like people may be viewing you as like a savior in a way, or just highly prized or like very valuable. That's what I will say. People will be viewing you as very valuable at your career. So they may be offering you a lot of affection, which could just be like, maybe kind gestures, maybe flattery, maybe tips if you like, maybe I don't know, if you do like sales or some shit, or if you do like, I don't know, like service to people, then it'd be like tips or something. They just kind of want you. Just gonna have it like very pleasant at your job. All right. So I guess some of y'all are just working on your reputation. Some of y'all are maybe legal, like maybe you're in the legal field because I got the Justice in reverse and the Seven of Swords. So you got to be figuring out rights and wrongs, figuring out what do's and don'ts at your job. That's what's going to be happening. But like people will forgive you for it. So like maybe you make mistakes in it, or you do stuff that like is like frowned upon, but like people will forgive you for it because it's you. Maybe because they find you to be appealing and attractive. Because we got the Empress here and we got Venus. And though I'm not trying to bring it into romance, it just gives the vibe of like you can't do no wrong. You know what I mean? Because we got Pisces energy here with the Eight of Cups. So people could be viewing you totally different. You know, maybe these are people who at one time didn't acknowledge you, or maybe didn't like value or respect you, didn't respect your authority, didn't respect your decision making. People will start like respecting that. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's in hindsight though. So like Eight of Cups is like maybe when you come back. So like let's say that you take a little break or you go on vacation. When you come back, people will realize like the little things that you were doing for them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I like you, like since you've been gone, nobody's been like bringing donuts to the office. Since you've been gone, you know what I mean? We haven't had anybody attractive to look at. You know what I mean? Since you've been gone, you know what I mean? Like people kind of at the job equate their value to your acknowledgement, or they will. They will. It'd be one of those, you know what I mean? So, all right, I just get you guys being inspired suddenly out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Maybe you have somebody who's hyping you up, or somebody who's like constantly believing in you, or something like that. And the Seven of Swords also means that people are going to be stealing your ideas, because what follow behind that Seven of Swords is the Ace of Wands. So if you do like creative work, or you do something at the job that maybe like is like particular to you or like specific to you, people may be trying to steal your processes of doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You'll be getting a lot of grace at work though. So like people won't be mean to you is like all I could really say. That's like the best part. So like, maybe you fall asleep at work, maybe you show up late to work. They'll be nice. They'll give you grace. Oh, you were a little late. Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't do what I wanted you to do, but okay, it's okay, it's you. You know what I mean? Like they'll be tender on y'all. That's what you will see. People will be tender on y'all. You said do kiss a little ass. Don't make enemies with management. Noted. Yeah. Definitely kiss a little ass sometimes. Just a little bit. All right, just a little bit. Anyway, we got Libra, Taurus, we got Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces. All right. Just your worth, your value at work is going to go up. I will say that, or in your career. Okay. So, Leo. For real, I appreciate y'all being here while I'll be doing these career reads. You know what I mean? Because career by itself, and maybe it's just me though, because it's just be me. I don't really be tripping on like when money is coming. That was never like a big worry for me sometimes. Like life, like I mean, I be wanting it, yeah, always, but like it wasn't a big thing. Like I don't be like, you know what I mean? Like career, What, you don't like me? You don't pay this. You don't sign the paychecks. And even if you did like me, if it was that much of an issue, I just leave because I can always make money wherever I go. That's not a big issue. So that's why I don't like. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Sabrina, for being here. All right, Virgo. So you guys are perfecting something at your job. All right, we got Leo. You guys are getting comfortable, confident, building a routine at the job. You know what I mean? So getting a lot more consistent. Also seeing better results for your efforts. So you guys are going to be maybe feeling a lot more proud of your skill set, a lot more proud of your talents, a lot more proud of like how, I'm going to say how efficient you are. So you guys are becoming a lot more efficient at work. All right. Also becoming a lot more confident, maybe being seen, expressing yourself, showing your talent or showing your skill set. So this could even be like you guys are maybe finally like honing in on like what you're really good at. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so we got Virgo, we got Leo. Some of y'all gonna be put into a leadership position. You'll be keeping it. So, for some reason, I wanted to say like you guys may not be having faith, and like in like you guys maybe being a leader. Maybe you guys don't really feel ready to be a leader, or don't really feel ready to like be in charge, or like you guys are kind of growing into this maybe this different persona of yourself, maybe, or like it could be that if it's not a persona, it's like you guys are growing. Maybe your personality is changing in a way because of the job. You know what I mean? Where now you're like really being like critiquing how you present yourself, critiquing how you show up. So, or that's where you're going to, where you guys are going to have more like an ego, or like I said, or maybe a persona at work. So like maybe at work you're like Brennan the Builder, or you're like Bobby the Builder, or whatever. You become somebody totally different at work. You know what I mean? Like the way you express yourself becomes like a lot more, like I don't know. It just seems like you're a lot more skilled and a lot more maybe professional, maybe. But it's almost like you like Virgo is somebody who knows the job almost inside and out. Like they can see what can make the job better. So you may be figuring out like how to make the job better, coming up with like creative things. You know what I mean in the job. Creative ways to approach the job. Six of Pentacles. All right, so maybe you guys are also going to be feeling unappreciated at the job or undervalued at your job. Like you may know a lot about the job, but you may feel like I'm not getting the rewards or I'm not getting the success that I should. You're going to be getting more acknowledgement though. I will say that, or at least more recognition. Because I seen the world when I split the deck earlier. We got 4 cups. So I guess you guys may be getting bored at the job because sometimes Virgo can rule repetition. Like you guys get confident from doing the repetition, but after a while you get bored and you guys kind of want to do something new. I got the Fool in reverse. So some of y'all may be tempted to try something new. Maybe you guys want to just try innovative ways at the job. Like maybe you want to try something like if you have social media, maybe you do tarot, and then you want to do maybe vlogs, maybe you want to do makeup, maybe you want to do hair, maybe you want to do weightlifting. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to change your, you know what I mean? If you do channels, maybe you want to change your channel to something else. But let's say that you work a job, maybe you want to leave the job because it's getting boring. It gets redundant. It's like, I really want to like maybe you want more experiences. I kind of feel like that. Like you guys maybe want more experiences because sometimes Virgo is a perfectionist. And after like really understanding the job or really like getting the gist of it or really getting the hang of it, that it kind of like, all right, well, I already seen all I can see here, so maybe something new. You know what I mean? So you guys may be having this itching feeling of like, I need to like try something new, or I want to venture out and see what else is there. So some of y'all may be planning or analyzing like whether it be like in your best interest to take a risk to another job or another career field or try your hand at something else. Like you may be comfortable where you are, but that might just be what it is. No, it's not a Virgo read. It's a Leo read. It's a Leo right there, right? It's a Leo read. But I said Virgo because this is just the energy that you may be taking on. That's all. All right. So your hard work is going to be paying off, but you may not feel like it. All right. You guys may be feeling like you guys are treated unfairly at the job because I got the Justice in reverse, 5 of Wands. It's very competitive. So that might be what it is. Maybe you guys are feeling like you're not being, oh yeah, and we got 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys may be feeling like you're not being appreciated, but you enjoy the job. Maybe you feel like they're not paying you like they should, but you guys can't leave the job. Sometimes it's because of the prestige, because I got the Justice and I got the 6 of Pentacles. So it could be because of the prestige of the job. Like maybe it has accreditation, maybe because it has like, maybe people know that, oh, you work there? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's that, but it's also very competitive. And maybe you can even feel like, you want to do something else, but like it's entertaining. I'll be having fun. I'll be enjoying it. You know what I mean? So like some of y'all, that might be what's coming up next. You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard work, but like, I don't know, maybe you find it fun, or you guys kind of do enjoy it, but like I said, maybe they don't pay you as much as you would like to be paid, or they don't appreciate you as much as you would like them to. That fuck out of here. I forgot y'all are Leos. I was about to say, why would you say that? But that's because Leos be like that. Like, no matter how much they pay you, no matter what they give you, no matter what you've gotten, it will never be enough. Y'all can never be pleased. That's my little one. My daughter's like that. No matter what, every Leo I've ever met in my life, no matter what you do, there's never enough for them. So that might be what it is. Like, you guys may be doing well, maybe doing very well, and you may feel like this is not enough. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get more. I need to do more. So sometimes with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes it could be about y'all money coming in and money going back out. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, like, it could be that. Like, maybe you guys are partying too much, going out too much, overspending at times. But we got the Death here too, which means that maybe you're not really growing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it's not growing in the way that you want to grow. Because some of y'all may be like, maybe just if the job is kind of fun to you, you guys may be like spending as soon as the money comes in, or like not really investing or making practical decisions with it. Because any Taurus energy in reverse for me, when it comes to like career, just means that you're not doing what Taurus would do, which is they're practical with their money. They're slow with their spending. You know what I mean? They only buy what they need. You know what I'm saying? They understand financial literacy. Their investments are for the long term. So like, if it's in reverse, that means that you aren't doing that, or you're doing it, but you're only giving the bare minimum to it. So like, let's say you got a 401k, maybe you only put like $100 in there, or maybe you only put like 50, 25 bucks, 20 bucks in there. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not really investing into your future. Instead, it's like you guys are more partying, entertaining, like needing something to do, wanting something extra, wanting to see something new, even in a career. So it's like, maybe you guys want more money, but just so that you guys can like maybe go out and explore, travel, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he said, sorry, I was nasty. I didn't mean to. I just wanted clarity. All right. So yeah, I kind of feel like that. Seven of Swords. So you guys may be tempted to leave the job. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like you guys find. I'm not gonna say you can't find anything better. I'm just saying, like, you guys may not really be looking. Like, it just may be on your mind. Like, I'll leave this job. I don't really, but I really don't feel like you guys will be looking. Cause like, it kind of gives the vibe of like, you'll be able to kind of do what you want to do too. We got the Fool here, which could be like, you guys are able to like maybe make your own schedule up, or you guys are able to kind of come and go as you please. Some of y'all may be trying to like work overtime to make some extra ducats. That's what I will say. So like, maybe you're like, there may be an issue with your spending. You guys may be trying to work the overtime, or like, it's like feeling unappreciated, but it's only because maybe you're spending too much. You know what I mean? Like, they should pay me more. They should give me more. Why should they give you more? Not saying that you're not skilled enough for it, because the Five of Wands is here, which means that you guys would be also, learning a skill set, or like challenging other people around you. You guys could be challenging authority figures and their knowledge and their reputation. You could be like infringing on that. So it's very competitive wherever you are at this job. So it's very competitive. So you may be like taking food out of other people's mouths, and they may be doing the same to you. It may be like that. So maybe you have to build some friendships, because the Three of Cups is here, and then the Death is here, which means that there needs to be joint endeavors for you guys to have more money. So if you want to have more money, work with coworkers. You guys should like team up. You know what I mean? Or you guys should like invest in each other, because you may be having one-sided connections where either they're investing into you, or you're not, or you're investing into them and they're not investing into you. It's one of those two. So like, you guys aren't equally like helping and assisting each other. Instead, you guys are looking at it as like competition. Like, this person must be my enemy, even though we're all doing. Let's say we're car salesmen. We're all selling cars, and it's for the company. So what the fuck does it matter that you made 20 sales this month, and I made 5? It's reflecting on the company. Help me make 5 more. Help me make, 7 more. Nobody cares that you made more. Like, help each other up. So that might be what you guys maybe needing to do, because the Justice in reverse could be lacking integrity in some way. It could be you, it could be your coworkers, it could be them. It don't matter. There's like a lack of integrity there, and there's a competitive energy, either with the higher ups, like people who are already ahead of you or been there before you or already established, or like with maybe the clientele, or with the customers, or whoever, students, or whoever you guys deal with. It's like you guys aren't being appreciated in the same light, or the people around you feel they're not being appreciated in the same light because of you. So I don't know. Put it where it fits. But I do get you guys need to create friendships or create closer bonds with people at your job. All right. If you guys want advancement. If you want advancement. If you don't want advancement, then it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I know everybody says that, we can do it on my own. I'm just here to work. I'm not here to be friends. It just makes the job easier. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You go home, you come to work, you go home, and it's like you're a stranger at a place. So when stuff goes wrong, or when there's opportunities and like moments for expansion or moments for like a good look, you don't know it. You know what I mean? I know we all say we're blessed as we are. I'm just telling you, it could be useful. You ain't gotta use it. Listen to my advice though. So it could be a Virgo, it could be a Leo, it could be a Cancer, it could be an Aries, it could be Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo. I know you guys feel a lot more comfortable expressing yourselves. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys are about to start creating friends at the job, or just becoming maybe more social with like coworkers. All right. What's up, Steph? All right. So Cancer. You said let's normalize paying attention and high vibrational energy. I'm with you on that too. All right. So let's see. Why did I just go backwards? I'm tripping. How did I just do that? What I was doing at Cancer. My bad, y'all. Cancery. All right, so Cancer. Let's look at your upcoming predictions. So upcoming prediction. We got potential relationship or connection that's coming. That's going to be very useful, very helpful. This could be somebody who's in your community, all right, or somebody who you guys maybe will talk to regularly. You guys be able to exchange ideas. All right, you guys will be building a foundation with somebody around you where you guys will increase the security, or you're like maybe you guys be buying a house. I don't know, or getting property. Because I seen the eighth house earlier when I split the deck. So this could be sometimes inheritances or property, or just having maybe more influence in your career. That maybe what's coming up next. Sextile means that you guys are learning a skill set that you had but just didn't know it was there. It's called a latent gift or a hidden talent. So some type of hidden talent at your job is about to come out. All right, you guys, it's going to be revealed to y'all. So it could be coming through like the friends that you have around you, the people that you communicate to regularly. All right, C-Mac, I holler. Could be the people that you guys are keeping that like you guys talk to regularly, or it could just be like through exchanges of ideas. It could just be a regular conversation that just happens. But knowing with the fourth house, third house, these are people who you guys like share intimacy, trust. You guys share information that's useful. So there's a partnership that's coming with somebody who's going to be that way. All right, there's somebody who's very supportive, very inspiring, very expressive. They make you feel inspired. They make you feel comfortable enough to express yourself. So you guys are going to be feeling a lot more comfortable communicating with coworkers or communicating with people in general at work. You guys will feel loved or at least feel cared for. That's what I will say. All right. You said, yes, just came from possibly building a foundation with somebody in my community. Oh, okay, yeah, third house is that too. That is your community. All right, so you guys be connecting with maybe people for like similar interests at your job. So it's good, like maybe you guys just having more random conversations, just talking more, just like chatting, getting to know each other, like just trying to be helpful. I will say that, like people are trying to be useful and helpful around you. So that's what's upcoming. All right, but anyway. Let's see. That was your prediction. Let's see what's coming next. Nine of Cups, material successes. All right. Material success. Four of Swords. All right. Yeah, material successes. So some of y'all going to be healing your finances. All right. Or healing your, maybe your appreciation for things. You guys maybe starting to you're starting to appreciate the simple pleasures at work. The simple wins. Like counting your wins, counting your own blessings. Like starting to recognize like the little things, that how things are working out for y'all. So like little by little, you guys are starting to like piece stuff together at your job. You know what I mean? Like relationships are finally, I'm saying finally. So maybe relationships are finally starting to get better for y'all when it comes to like connecting to people, when it comes to like maybe communicating with people, when it comes to understanding other people's emotional states. You guys are doing a better job at that. And people are doing a better job of understanding yours too. You know what I mean? So you guys are becoming a lot more perceptive towards like what people need. Chariot, this is great. I haven't seen a chariot the whole time in this whole reading. This is great. So that means that there's going to be elevation in your career for sure. All right, that's what's up and coming career. So some of y'all, this could be like management position, or this could just be like a level up in finances. But it's usually a public win where you're recognized or accolade or something like that. Sometimes it could be a big milestone. Sometimes it could be that. But anyway, you guys are becoming a lot more driven or a lot more ambitious at the job. Becoming a lot more like it's like maybe you already kind of knew how to do the job, but like as you learn a little bit more, you're like, oh, okay, oh. Oh, so that's why we were doing this. Okay, okay. And then this is why we're doing this. Okay. Boom. Now it starts to click because then it comes to the fourth house. So now you're creating stability or a foundation where you can feel safe, safe enough to like explore and safe enough to like test stuff or try new things out. So that's where it's going to. But anyway, you guys are going to be having a lot more influence at the job as well, or at least the ability to kind of come and go. I'm not gonna say come and go. Like you may have like a regimen or whatnot, but like they won't like people maybe like if you don't show up, people will be worried about your whereabouts, or people will be like, but at the same time, they kind of like don't care about your whereabouts. Like you can kind of do what you want, but like you have a schedule, you have a regimen, or you have like a time that you need to be there, or what I mean. Like they're getting used to seeing you. That's what I mean. People are getting used to seeing you, and they're getting used to like your vibe. They're getting used to like the way you talk to them, the way you say stuff. So like maybe you don't say no directly. You be like maybe, or maybe you don't say yes directly. You be like I think I could do that. You know what I mean? Like they're starting to catch your little tiny nuances through conversation. People are starting to understand you a lot better. So even at the job, you're gonna feel a lot more cozy, a lot more comfortable. You're gonna really feel like you're in charge and like you can take lead. So just maybe your career is about to expand and grow. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys are doing more traveling. Maybe you do a job where you're driving for like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you're doing a job where you're traveling, but you guys will feel a lot more comfortable like dealing with like the unknown or dealing with like uncertainty. You know what I mean? You guys won't be uncertain for much longer because you guys will find out that you guys have like a skill set for learning very quickly, or like for like being able to perceive and spot problems like beforehand. So that's gonna be something here. So Night on. So you got jealousy. People resent y'all at the job. It's mostly women, or it could be a man too. I do because I got a knight here, so that could be a no. It's a princess. So it's a woman. These are mostly women. I mean that's natural though. Even if you're a man though, even if you're a man, there's like a resentment between y'all. It's a resentment. Some of y'all, it's because maybe you guys aren't attracted to them, or because you guys aren't like maybe you guys aren't like talking to them like that, or you keep your distance from them. So maybe like if you work with women, you kind of keep your distance with them, or you keep this air of like disdain with them, like maybe the way that you talk, because your communication, third house is about your communication. People liking the way you talk, but like there are people who do not like the way you talk. They think you guys are arrogant or overly confident or overly cocky. You do what you want when you want, because that Knight of Wands in reverse, somebody who does what they want when they want. They're bold. You be saying stuff that's bold, but you be saying stuff that cuts people. You know what I mean? And maybe they even kind of feel like you don't know what you be talking about. Because the Queen of Swords in reverse sometimes can be somebody who's a bitter Betty. So it maybe could be that they're bitter. Like they may be bitter about maybe your successes, maybe your accomplishment, maybe your achievements, because the Chariot is an achievement. And with the moon here, this could be sometimes things being revealed. So it could be like, I feel like you guys are coming together. Maybe you guys are building a partnership, or like starting to get on the soft side of like a manager or a boss or somebody who's in charge. You may be like starting to like, they may either be warming up to you, or they may be like secretly admiring you and the way that you respond to people, or the way that you interact with people. Like they admire it. They find it real admirable. So like that might be why they want to help you out. All right. Could be a Pisces, Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Three of Wands. Yeah, there's an expansion. Three of Wands upright too. There's expansion in your career. You may not get the pay that you want though. Like Nine of Pentacles in reverse sometimes could be like, you have to depend on people. So like if you had to depend on people, it could be, I don't know. I don't know. I think that might be what it really is. I think the real issue is that people want you to depend on them. So maybe you don't need them then. That might be what it is. Oh, that might be what the resentment is too. Because maybe you can do the work by yourself and you don't really need like help and assistance, you know what I mean? But like other people need you for like them to be able to move up, because you look like you're gonna be making leaps and bounds in your career. You know what I mean? So Nine of Pentacles sometimes could be like sometimes living above your means as well. So that also could be something too that you need. But we got expansion though that's coming. So maybe you guys are just gonna be buying more luxury shortly because of you guys doing so well. That might be what it is. Maybe people are paying attention to you with your material spending. So that might be it too. Because we got Temperance here, Four Cups. So I kind of want to say the same thing to y'all about like, who did I say that about? Maybe Scorpio and somebody else. Like romantically, like because I kind of feel like people are going to be wanting to be around you guys because you're a lot more useful. But yeah, they're going to be trying to be useful too, and they're going to try to be bring good vibes. Like people are going to all of a sudden feel like you have a higher purpose at the job, so they may kind of feel like you're already headed for the top. You get what I'm saying? So like they may be trying to tag along. Like people may like try to find little ways to get you to like need them, because that's why they're trying to build trust and intimacy and closeness. Because they feel like, oh, you may be manager soon, or you may be a boss soon, or you may be like somebody who has this type of like pull where you get to tell us where to go. You know what I mean? Or you get to tell us how to go, or you know what I mean? Like people kind of assume that that's where you're headed with the moon, because the moon gives me assumptions at times, because like we don't really know, so we're just assuming. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. People assume that you're like on the way up, or that you're about to be elevated, or that you're about to be maybe promoted or something like that. So they're going to be trying to get on your good side, because maybe they see how you interact with, let's say, higher ups, bosses, managers, crew trainers, or somebody who's like important. They're starting to see how you guys are interacting with these people, but they're also seeing how you interact with people in general and how people respond to you. So some of y'all gonna get an opportunity from a manager or from a boss that are gonna like try to promote you. You know what I mean? Where you have some type of win or some type of accolade that other people would maybe be jealous of or resent you for. You know what I mean? Because these many people feel like they have more wisdom than you, or more knowledge, or more know-how than you do. You know what I mean? Maybe more experience than you and all that shit. But whatever. You know what I mean? You guys about to be in a more comfortable space when it comes to career. All right. Yeah, I just get you guys maybe finding your calling when it comes to work, like maybe, or feeling like this is part of your calling. Like it starts feeling like I'm meant to be here. I was destined to be here. Like I was meant to experience that. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may be having what they call otherworldly knowledge, meaning that you have information or understanding of the world or of subjects that like wasn't taught to you. Like maybe you don't have, let's say, maybe you don't have certifications. Maybe you didn't go to like college or some shit, or maybe you didn't like even if you went to college, maybe you didn't go to, maybe what you're working at is not what you went to college for. You know what I'm saying? So it could even be that, you know, because it's kind of like you have knowledge, like a large capacity for learning, and you may learn very quickly. And people just kind of imagine like, oh shit, you fitting to go somewhere with this, or you fitting to be a big deal in the career. You know what I mean? So that's what's coming for y'all anyway. You guys are going to be expanding and probably becoming somebody who's impactful and has a lot more say so in the career that you're in, or in the field that you're in. All right, so it could be doing Gemini, Cancer, Sag, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn. I did say Libra, right? And Sag? Okay, because I know they were there. All right. Was that all signs? No, but it damn near was. It damn near was. Okay, so I'm a stylist who works at a salon, but also tattoo and microblade, so that makes sense. Oh, okay. I didn't know you did all that, Kimmy. God damn. Multi-talented. Okay. So, Gemini. What are you looking for? Gemini. What was I looking for? What was I about to say? Oh, career. All right, so I guess you guys could be getting distracted at career, because for some reason I was just lost. All right, so upcoming now. What are we looking at? What's the prediction for career first? What was that? What was that flipped? That's the, okay. So you guys are becoming a lot more disciplined, or a lot more focused, or a lot more passionate about the job itself, or you're going to find something about the job that's going to make you more passionate. You got fifth house, so this could be becoming maybe more creative. All right, maybe making friends there. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, maybe even starting to like try different stuff. Maybe it becomes a little bit more entertaining to you. Like you may find just like something to be passionate about with the job. You know what I mean? So this may be something that you guys kind of like, you know, you may start attaching like a spiritual meaning, or deeper, deeper meanings to like doing the job that you're in. You know what I mean? So like maybe you wake up in the morning, you're like, you know what, I'm ready to go there. Because maybe you have friends there now. Maybe you guys are socializing and like maybe connecting with people, and maybe it's become a little bit more entertaining in some way. So I just get you guys being a lot more focused on it. You know what I mean? And like even creating your own little happiness within it. So like for instance, maybe it's always cold in the office, but you got your own little heater. So you'd be like, ooh, I got my heater, I got my blanket, I got a heated blanket. You know what I mean? Maybe they got like a little snack vending machine you like, or something like that. But usually it's like fifth house is like stuff that you find to be entertaining, stuff that you find to be like fun. You know what I mean? So, all right. Also, I guess maybe you guys are taking a hobby. That might be it. So like this could be like you guys are taking a hobby and becoming a lot more passionate about it, and it's giving you like the spark, or like it's giving you like the creative bug where now you guys are like maybe getting into like different creative ventures, maybe wanting to try like your hand at little things. You know what I mean? It's not like a risk. It's this is just like you're feeling creative, feeling inspired. Like I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, you know, like say for instance you see me do tarot, maybe you like, you know what, I want to do tarot, and it may just be a hobby, but then maybe you start a YouTube, or then maybe you start an Instagram, or maybe you start a TikTok, or you know what I mean? Like it can just be a hobby. Some of y'all, a hobby is going to turn into something that you're more passionate about, and it's going to take on a mind of its own. You know what I mean? So like if you don't like this, may be outside of work, like it's your career, but I guess it may be like something that's going to give you maybe more self discipline. All right, okay. So you guys are needing to save your money when it comes to career. I got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We got Wheel of Fortune. So you guys are needing to hold out for a little bit, or just like make do, because things are about to turn around in your favor financially. All right, I will say that you guys may be interacting with more of your coworkers, or people are being more supportive, more helpful. You may also recognize that like you're getting more stuff done. All right, Emperor in reverse. So you guys are impressing, but also intimidating somebody who's in authority, because of maybe how well you guys are working, or how well something that you're doing is working. So maybe something that you guys have put into practice, or that you guys have start like doing for yourself, is now starting to like yield benefits, or will soon yield benefits. So whatever you do, maybe you find a new innovative way, a creative way to do the job. And because you're doing that, it's like catching the people who are either, it looks like a manager or a boss because of the Emperor. So it could be a manager because like you got coworkers who like you, but like I guess the higher ups are not fond, because maybe you guys have discovered something, or you guys have like maybe created something or turned something out that like they can't use. So, or it's something that they can't replicate maybe. Yeah, we got the Magician here. Yeah. So if you guys do social media, you guys could be having some accolades, or hitting a milestone, or having some type of big achievement soon. I've seen the Ten of Pentacles, and I got the Wheel of Fortune. So that means that there is money coming, a lot of money. Some of y'all, this could be a promotion, this could be a raise. This could just be a beneficial opportunity with a boss, like a business owner, like an independent business owner who may want to work with you guys. They may want to collaborate with you guys, or they may want to like do business together as a way. So some of y'all is maybe like a richer patron, or like a well-off patron, or if you like have like a business like that, or it'd be like, I don't know. It could be like, it could be a boss. It could be maybe even a new job, or it could be like you guys are gaining your independence financially, where you don't need the job that you need anymore, and now maybe you guys are going into like more like playful mode, where now it's like I'm just going to try my hand with other stuff. So some of y'all it's maybe like a large windfall of money that allows you maybe to like take a break from the job, or like, you know what I mean, like maybe like go into some type of creative venture that you always like. Let's say you always worked at like as a banker, but then maybe one day you hit the lottery, or you hit like, I don't know, something, you know, maybe I don't know, maybe you came up on some money one time, you know what I'm saying, and then you turn around and you buy you a taco truck, you know what I'm saying, or you buy a food truck or some shit, you know what I'm saying, or you buy your first salon, or you buy your first studio for dance or whatever, you know what I mean. And it was just a pop, it was just a hobby, but now it's turning into something that like has a life of its own. It's become a lot more beneficial. It turns out bigger than what I expected it to, because that's what's going to happen. So whatever you guys are putting your time, your energy, effort into, like it's going to turn into something bigger than what you expected it to. It may take on a life of its own and become something else. You know what I mean? Like you guys may recognize you have a talent, a skill set, the ability to like do a whole lot. Like you guys are multitasking. I mean, well, that's a Gemini energy, because we got the Virgo, we got the Magician here, which just means that you guys have multi-talents or multi-abilities. So you guys could be like influencing or becoming maybe more like a teacher, instructor in some way, or you guys are dealing with a teacher, instructor. Yeah. You guys got a lot more influence than what you guys are aware of, though. That's the big thing. All right. You guys got a lot more influence in your community or in your environment than you're aware of. And people are actually kind of happy to be able to interact with you guys, or happy to encounter you. So you may notice that, like, people encourage you a lot more. People are like kind of clingy towards you guys a lot more. So they maybe always want to spend time with you, or they're always trying to like offer opportunities for you guys to like interact, or like spend time, or do stuff together, or they're always trying to do stuff for y'all. Like you may notice that like people kind of, I'm not gonna say they go above and beyond, but like Vesta sometimes can be people who have like a spiritual connection to you, so they feel like they need to do X, Y, Z to stay around. All right, so you may notice that, or they try to do more to keep you around. So that might be it too. Like the job, start spending more. Maybe they interact with you more. Maybe they pay you more just to kind of keep you around. Like, they could be afraid of you, like taking these talents, taking this ability, the skill set that you have, and going elsewhere. So, all right. So anyway, it could be with Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. All right. I said Leo. I did. All right. All right. So Taurus. Taurus. Let's look at your upcoming. Thank y'all so much for hitting the likes. Thanks for firing them up too. Fire Fred. Thanks for lighting them up. Yeah, I do got a lot, but you gotta have Gemini energy for you to be good at stuff. Because Gemini is a perceptive. They understand, they learn, they're quick to learn, quick learners. So you gotta have that at any job if you want to stay like relevant or stay consistent or stay around for a while. You gotta have Gemini. And remember, I was saying that wherever you have Gemini at, you're not a master, but you're more developed than others are. So you're more knowledgeable in that area than others are. All right, so okay, so that's where we are. Damn, fifth house again. And comet. All right, so upcoming career. What is going to be your prediction for your career? So it's going to be unexpected. Okay, unexpected little creative. So maybe you guys are going to like little social events where you guys maybe like throwing impromptu like events to make money. All right. Also, you guys may be attaching to friends. Like you may have some of your friendships may fall apart because of like things going well for y'all. Like they maybe see like maybe you guys are like, I don't know. I feel like for some reason, kind of feel like your love life has a little bit to do with this. So like maybe you guys are starting to date because of your career, or starting to like have the opportunities to grow because of your career. So like I don't know how that even like works on anything. But anyway, you guys, so fifth house is here again. So this could also be creative projects. This could be like artistry. This could be maybe finding new entertaining ways. But like unexpectedly, you guys are going to start enjoying the career. And like starting to see the problems as like maybe even starting to find creative solutions for those existing problems. So there's potential for movement where it wasn't potential for y'all at first. You guys may be figuring out how to do so. And it could come in like an uncanny way. Like, yeah, I didn't see myself doing it this way, but like it's working. So here it is. You know what I mean? So, okay. So you guys may be finding like a new passion or a new love for it. That might be it. What's up, Cozy Dream? So you may be feeling like having a new passion for it. You know what I mean? Maybe this is like even going back with the eyes of a child and like learning the job from like the beginning, from the top to the bottom. You guys aren't going to be as stressed about it anymore. Or whenever you do get stressed, you guys are going to be figuring out like how to resolve it, how to deal with it, what to do with it. So you found better ways to cope at the job. So this could just be like maybe you guys are finding little things that you enjoy about the job unexpectedly, or just finding like if things disrupt you, it doesn't make you mad as much. Or if I don't know, like say you do social media and people are like trolling you or commenting or not commenting, it doesn't bother you as much. You're like, oh, okay. Like you're not going to be as affected by the job. You guys will just be like in a more pleasant mood. All right. So also this could be like you guys are meeting more friends. More people are like tempted to like be friends with you. You may also notice the power struggles though, because it may be like if you guys are attracting their partners or friends, like coworkers or whatever, or even customers. If it's customers, they're not going to be jealous of you. They're just going to be having issues like expressing themselves around you. Yeah, we got the lovers in reverse. So if it's customers, they're going to have issues expressing themselves around you, or clients, or like, you know what I mean? Some of y'all is because of like maybe attraction, because of the lovers here and the fifth house. So it could be because of attraction, but we got the lovers in reverse. So it could be because maybe they don't know how to talk to you. Maybe it could be language barrier, or it could just be like, I don't know. I have no idea. I was just thinking it could either be like attraction, or it could just be like, because sometimes you know how like if you're a very attractive woman or a man, they like it'd be hard for people to talk to you on a regular. They don't know what to say to you. They just play. So maybe it's that. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys maybe come into like a compromise where you're finding more time for yourself. And so like you may do the work, but you may also find time to like decompress, maybe go on dates, maybe eat out. You know what I mean? Well, eating out is not really a date or like time for yourself. But like, let's say like maybe you're really taking your breaks. Maybe you don't work through your break. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't work on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you actually take days off. You know what I mean? I kind of get that. I get you guys like finding like simpler pleasures and enjoying it, but also taking like unexpected breaks when you feel like it. Just enjoying the time when you feel like it. Finding things to like kill time at work. You know what I mean? Or just doing stuff to like kill time at work. You said you talking about these fine things. What? You talking about these fine things? I know. All right. So what's upcoming? Lovers. So this could even sometimes could be a big choice and decision about like quitting the job. So some of y'all may quit the job, kind of like Gemini, quit the job and then do something different. Maybe you guys are going in a different path of career. Like maybe you guys are becoming like maybe more artistic, more creative. We got the sun here. So maybe you guys are becoming more artistic, more creative, exposing another side of yourself or expressing another side of yourself that you never shared before, which could just be like maybe you guys are becoming more vulnerable, more open. I get you guys getting a lot more popularity, a lot more recognition with the Six of Wands and the Sun. A lot more popularity, a lot more like people want to work with y'all. People want to connect to y'all at the job, coworkers or customers or clients or whatever. People want to connect to y'all at the job. And I'm telling you, it's because they do find y'all to be attractive. That has to be part of it. It's because they find you attractive, creative, charismatic, outgoing. You know what I mean? It's all that. Like people want to connect with y'all. All right. They feel like y'all popular too. And maybe you guys like over so maybe something about y'all is that y'all overshare a lot. That might be something that you guys need to work on. Oversharing, or like or giving too much of yourself too fast. Like at the job, maybe that's what it is. Like sometimes because the square can sometimes be like conflict or power struggles with people at like in authority, where like normally you would be in charge, normally you would be in lead, but like because you're like so popular or you're well liked by everybody here, like I feel like sometimes I need to humble you, or I feel like I can't just like let you get away with this. You know what I mean? So that might be a little issue, a little bit. You know what I mean? But I get mostly you guys standing out a lot more in your career. I got Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands, so you should be hearing good news in your career, good messages, pleasant news all the time. Maybe you guys are fitting to go on a trip or travel somewhere soon. You guys are about to overcome some type of obstacle or some type of hardship or difficulty you were dealing with. You guys be able to beat the competition too. So you guys maybe like really stepping on the competition's neck or stepping on like other people at the job. Not like mean wise, but like really stepping your shit up. You know what I mean? So this could be like you guys are, I don't know, exploring your options maybe. That's what the lovers could be. The lovers could be exploring your options. So maybe you guys haven't even quite picked the job. You're trying to find something that maybe inspires you, maybe makes you happy, that maybe like makes you entertained. You know what I mean? That maybe allows you to kind of like maybe like not be as stressed. That doesn't create as much tension in your life. So maybe you guys are looking for that. That might be what it is too. Maybe you guys are like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a different path. I don't think I need this anymore in my life. It doesn't feel like it's fitting me anymore. So you may feel that way about your job, but then others of you, it'd just be like people are just trying to connect with you, like the anomalies or the unexpected. You said, I just quit my job 2 weeks ago. Did you? God damn. Damn it, Rocky. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's that a good thing. I mean, cause I quit my job like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and here I am now. So, all right. But square means that you guys are about to have to learn a new skill set that you didn't possess at the time. You're learning it on the go, on the fly. So some of y'all, this is like turning a creative passion or a hobby into money, financial success, because we do got Six of Wands, which is an achievement, and it's also recognition. And then the Four of Pentacles is people sharing with y'all or giving to y'all. All right. I guess you guys don't share too much about your financial. Do not share about your finances because that Four of Pentacles in reverse can be about sharing too much, and that can inspire jealousy in other people. So don't do that. Just kind of keep it lighthearted. Don't like the lovers in reverse is also like not trusting, not telling your left hand what your right hand does. So don't be doing that with people. All right. Also, Four of Pentacles in reverse can also mean there's a need for y'all to be frugal. So save your monies. You know what I mean? Don't overspend and don't be telling people what you're spending or what you're buying or what you're getting or something like that. All right. So it could be a Leo, could be a Capricorn, could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Virgo. I do get you guys not having to work as hard or not having to like critique yourself as hard, not being as like hard a critic on yourself. Like you guys won't be as hard on yourselves anymore, like about the work that you do. You know what I mean? So, or at least you're not going to take a job that like maybe you won't work as hard. I think you're just going to be finding stuff that's like more entertaining, more fun, that like allows you to like show your creative prowess or show your like imaginative state. You know what I mean? So if you quit a job, then you'll be looking for a better job. And if you guys are like on the fence about a job, you guys may start finding the simpler pleasures or the simpler things about it that you do like, you know what I mean? And starting to find maybe a happy compromise or a happy medium in it. All right. So Leo, Gemini, Capricorn, Sag. Maybe somebody inspiring you, like telling you guys like to keep going, keep persevering. Like maybe somebody hypes you up to keep going in that light. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could even become life coaches because the Knight of Wands is a life coach. So some of y'all may become like a life coach or just become like very popular, very famous. Some of y'all are like maybe going online in some way or becoming creative in a way and becoming famous for that creativity or that art. All right. So again, Sag, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Leo. All right. Woo. Aries. Okay. Aries. You said you got, who said they got a job? Oh, you said you quit the job. Well, I thought I just seen you say I got the job too. I was like, damn, you got a job that fast too? Okay. I know that feeling, Rocky. Being able to keep that business to yourself, you got to keep that to yourself, especially if you're building one up. You don't tell people what you got going on because they be ready to sabotage it or cling on to it while they can get some. Ooh, status. All right, 10th house. This is increasing your status. All right. So this is more recognition, more popularity. This could be also respect in your career. Yeah. So people are going to be finding you guys to be a lot more pleasant to be around too. All right. Again, because we got Venus here, we got Aquarius energy. So you guys may be a little bit different than everybody else, or you have like an unorthodox way of doing it. But you guys are about to be recognized at your career if you're not already recognized. But sometimes it's just like you're getting a lot more success, a lot more fame. Your public image may be like changing in a way too, where you're like more pleasing to like look at. So maybe you guys are slimming weight, losing weight, gaining weight. Maybe you cut your hair. I don't know. Maybe you're wearing a wig. Maybe you did your nails or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? People are finding you more appealing to talk to and be around. You know what I mean? So people are. You may even notice that people kind of let you guys get away with stuff too, like or they're tolerant of your ways. So like maybe you're fucking loud at work. Maybe you show up late. Maybe you be eating people's food out the fridge. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, they're being tolerant of your ways of doing things, or they're being understanding of your way of doing things. People respect you, and they're looking at you guys as like admiration, or they're looking at you guys with inspiration. All right, so some of y'all could be being approached again by somebody who's maybe famous, celebrity, star, or just popular. All right, so it could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius, could be a Taurus or a Libra. So y'all maybe getting the opportunity to deal with somebody. Some of y'all, I was thinking like NATO or like the World Organization. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are working with a large organization or a large company. Maybe it's like a joint endeavor or joint business, like a sponsorship or something like that with like a large organization or a large company. Because at 10th house, I know like your ambition in your career is about to go up. So like you're going to get acknowledgement for the stuff that you're working on, whatever it is, for staying the course, you know what I mean? And for like doing it without caring about the outcome. That's what you guys will be doing next. It's like no matter what it is, you guys have your mindset on a goal or on a destination about what you would like to happen with the job, and you guys are not going to let go of like how you expect it to turn out or like the expectations of like how it needs to look. You guys are gonna get over that type of energy. All right. What else? Also, you guys gonna be having a larger following because 11th house or because the Aquarius energy gives like 11th house. 10th house also means that you guys may be dealing with more professional people. So these could be like upper echelon people that you guys are connecting with or like doing business with. So like maybe like I said, celebrities, stars, managers, bosses, popular people, or whatever. Maybe doing service for people who like maybe influencers or something. Maybe you guys are doing like work for these type of people or like working with these type of people or being acknowledged by these type of people. One of the two things is happening here. All right, so what's coming up next then? I clean for a living. I'm all up in people's homes and I eat their food. Hey, yo, Paris. Oh, that is funny. You be eating their food. That is funny. Hold on. All right, so what's up and coming in career? Oh, okay, King of Swords. Acknowledgement from somebody who is okay. Somebody who's a perfectionist. But I almost wanted to say to somebody who is like who wasn't aware of you guys at first. But let me say this, because it wasn't that they weren't aware of y'all; they were aware of y'all. So I don't know what y'all do for work, but you guys are being acknowledged by like higher echelon people, or higher people who are in authority, or people who are like maybe richer, wealthier, leaders, bosses, managers, millionaires, billionaires, whatever. You guys could be also like working to build up your reputation, build up your clout. I know it's increasing, and you guys, so you guys are maybe like starting to perfect your the way that you like reveal different parts of yourself. So like maybe at one, maybe it's like more strategic. Like you guys are recognizing like what to share and what not to share about yourselves at work. Like you guys are having more of like a detached approach, but like still very social, still like business like. Because Venus also means that you're having great business deals or great business affairs. You know what I mean? Dang. So you having like great business affairs. I think you said I interviewed for a NATO program a year ago. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, hell yeah, that's crazy. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, you guys may be building trust up with people who maybe at one time pretended not to see y'all, or pretended not to be aware of you guys. Like these people may have seen you guys coming. They may have already seen you guys in like being in position, but you're gonna be recognized or acknowledged. Where at one time it was like hush hush about you, or like maybe people were questioning about you, questioning you at one time, maybe questioning your skill set, questioning your abilities. You guys may become like somebody who's highly revered. All right. Also somebody who's hard. Like, so it may be hard to like interact with you soon. So maybe your status is going up in a way where like everybody isn't able to like gain access to you anymore. So maybe you are becoming like a boss or a manager, or maybe you're starting to work from home. Cause like it kind of gives like the vibe of like being very detached, where like I don't have to like focus on like living up to other people's expectations. In fact, people are trying to meet your expectations. People are critiquing themselves more. People are like looking at like what are they doing wrong, and they're starting to divulge. So you may like have a sense of intimacy with people because people may find you guys to be appealing as well. You know what I mean? So that's also it, and they may tip you all a lot too. You guys are getting out of like a financial, even if you're not broke, you're getting out of a financial lack period, or a poverty mindset where like maybe you guys are always being like holding on to everything or feeling like you don't have enough. You guys are getting out of that energy. You guys could be just learning to save more money. That might be it, because we got King of Pentacles here upright. So it could be creative projects, business affairs, and with Venus here, that's pretty much like a King of Pentacles. It just means that people who are coming into your life, these are the people who are useful, people who care about your well-being, people who want to see you live a more comfortable lifestyle. You may be dealing with people who are already living that type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? So like they may be like putting you on, tipping you more, giving you more, paying you more, appreciating you more. You could be dealing with like business professionals. Like it's really giving me upper echelon people, people who are respected and admired by like society, are becoming maybe close knit with you, or you're getting to know them. Like they may be revealing maybe some of their secrets, some of their like stuff that they've known and that worked for them. They may be like sharing this stuff with you. Like, oh, I did this. This is how I got this. Oh, I knew this person, so I just, you know what I mean? Let me attach you to my guy. I got a guy, or I got a girl that can, you know what I mean? Like you may be networking in that way, because Aquarius can also be like friends who help you up. So you may be dealing with, hey there, Joy. So it could be friends that help you up, or friends that like can see where you're trying to head to or where you're trying to get to and be willing to help you. All right. Usually they're a level ahead of you though, with the King of Pentacles, High Priestess, King of Swords, and the Two of Cups. You're gonna be building friendships. You're gonna meet friends, or you're gonna meet clients through clients. You know what I mean? There's gonna be word of mouth. That High Priestess in reverse could be word of mouth, where you're getting acknowledgement, you're getting respect, your reputation is going up. You know what I mean? People know you or recognize you now. Like at first they weren't aware of you. They didn't know like maybe you were skilled like that. Maybe they didn't know that you knew what you knew. Because it kind of seems that way. Like at first, people may have thought you guys were dumb, or thought you guys were like would show up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So maybe at the job, people were expecting you like maybe not to catch on that fast, or maybe not to really know what was going on, or to like, you know, maybe like not. I'm not gonna say not be around for a while, but like I guess you guys are like now starting to see more results, or now starting to become a lot more consistent. Now starting to like really starting to figure out the finer points or the finer things about the job. So this could be also an offer for a good job coming your way. So like let's say that you were, it depends, because it could be training sometimes. you could be offered an opportunity that maybe like other people aren't going to get. Like you're getting like special access or like special privileges soon, either from a boss, a manager, teacher, or somebody who's like an influencer or somebody who's popular, famous. You guys may be in the company of these people on a regular. You know what I mean? They may be helping you out with your finances. Maybe they're being generous. Maybe they're just giving it to you. You know what I mean? Like it could be that, or they're just helping you. Because the King of Pentacles could also be somebody who's good at financial literacy, so they may be teaching you how to do X, Y, Z. All right. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus. All right. So yeah, your appearance. It's your appearance too, Aries. You need to know that. Your appearance. Keep that up. Keep your appearance up to par, because that's going to be important for y'all. That's going to make y'all money. You know what I mean? So make sure you brush your teeth. You know what I mean? Comb your hair. Put your nice shoes on. If you wear a skirt or dress, or put your jeans on, put your suit on, put your tie, whatever you wear, bro. Just make yourself appealing, because that's what's also good, encouraging people to want to be around you guys. So keep your looks up. All right. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. It's 11 o'clock. I'm so done with this. All right. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the likes. You know what I mean? I'll be here tomorrow morning, though, to do the Zodiacs. So I don't know who I'm going to be doing it for, but I'll know it in the morning. So you'll see me there. If you see your sign pop out, show up, pop up. All right. Y'all take it easy. Have a great night. Oh, what's next? I might do that. I might do what's next, or who's coming towards you, because people be wanting to know that. All right.